Welcome back to the Comics Aficionados live right here on Think Critical YouTube. The five of us are here. We might have another guest, a special guest. We'll see if they're able to make it, but I'm not really sure what's going to go on with that one, but it would be a big deal if it does happen. We're going to have fun one way or the other. It is the Christmas season. Sully is in the spirit. Sparrow's got Christmas decorations. I have a tree, but it's in the next room. Basically, keep it in the dining room. And it should be fun. How you doing, Sparrow? Are things looking good? You ready for the holidays?
I am. I'm mostly ready for the holidays. I still have to wrap some gifts, and then that's about it. So I'm excited. It's I've had a couple of Christmas parties. That's been fun. Getting together with some people that I hadn't seen in a while. So yeah, it's been good. It's been a really good holiday season.
As a bachelor, you're allowed to use reused wrapping paper or even newspaper rather than going out there and purchasing new.
I have reused Christmas boxes and Christmas bags, and there is. I don't really reuse wrapping paper. I'm okay to get that every year, but yeah, otherwise there's a lot of reused stuff.
If you're a real man, you just reuse the wrapping paper.
Yeah, well, I have to keep it all year, and I have to keep it.
Yeah, you throw it in a bag.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I
don't need a bag of
wrinkly,
wrinkled and torn in places.
Yes. Man.
Do you reuse the tags, Wes? Do you cross out this is no longer for Jackie? Now this is for.
We don't do tags at all.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's a foreign idea here in the Philippines. In fact, we just put a letter on the package for whoever it goes to.
What if you have multiple family members with the same letter?
We don't.
Interesting.
We only buy presents really for the kids. Well, I guess we buy some presents from other people, but those are in a special section. They're not underneath the tree or anything.
They're not in the area that the kids can get to shake the present to try to figure out what it is.
No, they've already been removed. So what are you going to do for Christmas, Dylan? You doing like a Chinese Christmas giveaway?
Chinese Christmas giveaway? What is that?
It's where you have the reused present and you wrap it, and then the first person that wins gets to select their present, and the next person gets to decide if they want to steal it or not.
Isn't that called White Elephant or whatever?
Or
we call it Chinese Christmas.
Yankee Swap?
I've never heard Chinese Christmas. I've never heard that in my life.
I don't either.
That's what I was.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's a thing.
Chinese Christmas is you go to the Chinese restaurant on Christmas because they're open.
Done that.
Yeah. You see a movie too.
That's called Jewish Christmas.
Yes. It is.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Man.
And
you got big plans,
Christmas?
Dylan? You got the big tree up and everything? You're going to have a party? What's going on?
Just going to go over to my sister's and do the whole thing, open presents, and maybe watch football. It's a horrible game. So there's I think Vikings-Lions the only decent game on Christmas. It's going to be bad.
Is it
but
Chiefs-Titans?
I think so. Yeah. There's Christmas games are bad. Every game doesn't matter for anyone other than the Lions. So
we're fighting for draft picks at this point, or draft position.
Yeah. So not fun games to watch on Christmas. Not even interesting matchups.
So all of your brothers and sisters moved to the Washington area and left your parents in Florida?
No, I have another sister who's in Pennsylvania. She's going to be moving to Alabama though. So.
Oh yeah, Alabama's way better than Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania sucks.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about it.
Go fuck yourselves.
Good. So were you excited about all that DC news that came out in the last week?
Which DC news are we talking about?
Superman's going away. They're replacing him with Superboy.
All that.
Lobo.
Kyle's replacing it. Yeah.
I forgot about the Kyle replacing Hal. That doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy we at least got the Deathstroke reveal, and it's not Mariko Tamaki or something. It's the guy that writes Feral, so hoping he does a good job on Deathstroke.
Hopefully he's allowed to do a good job. You know how editorial works.
No one's been allowed to do a good job on Deathstroke in 20 years. So
no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Paul could take out Deathstroke at this point. And he's not even in the DC universe.
Yeah, literally anyone can. They've taken him down quite a few pegs. It's sad.
So did you do a video about it, or are you just waiting?
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting until we get more because we got like some covers. We got the most basic synopsis out there, which is just Deathstroke's out for blood because someone's after him. All right, no.
We got that. We got a what is it? Batwoman book.
Yeah.
Greg
That's
Rucka?
the Greg Rucka. Yeah. We already knew about Legion of Superheroes, but they said we got even more stuff. We didn't
Yeah,
get
there's
the
supposed to be another 15 books. Or
yeah,
13 books.
because we're supposed to be getting Hawkman, right? But we didn't get anything with
They haven't
that.
announced that one yet either. That stuff must be coming out in April because that's all from the solicits from March.
Mhm.
But it's kind of weird that replacing Superman and Hal.
Yeah, well, Superman I think makes sense because apparently after KO he's supposed to go away, which I'm assuming
die.
has something to do with whatever happens at the end of KO. So I'm assuming that's just a temporary thing to be like, oh, this is the new status quo or whatever after KO. So I'm assuming that'll just be for a few issues and then Clark will come back. That's my guess.
Hopefully, it doesn't last as long as Reign of the Supermen because it's going to be called Reign of the Superboys.
I doubt it'll last that long.
Do you see John Kent's going to come back younger or something?
I didn't see that he's coming back younger.
Yeah, I think in his book, and then Connor is going to be the Superman in one book.
Yeah, because we're getting in action it's going to be young Superman still because Mark Waid's been writing young Superman.
I believe that's going to be John Kent.
Is it? I thought I saw that it was still going to be young Clark. I thought we were still getting flashbacks. Maybe I read that wrong when I saw that.
When I think of somebody who's got their finger on the pulse of the youth, I think Mark Waid.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me see. I think I might have it. Where is I don't have time to read this on camera. That's fine. Where the chat go? There it is. So, you got any big videos people need to know about this week, Dylan?
No new videos, but I got plenty of videos to check out, and I'm gonna be doing my basically tradition, which is to stream Arkham Origins on Christmas Eve. It's a great Christmas game. It's fun. So if anyone's bored on Christmas Eve, you can check that out. It's always a good time.
I'm tuning in.
How is it a Christmas game? Is Santa Claus the big villain?
No, it takes place during Christmas Eve in Gotham. It's all
Oh,
snowy.
This conversation again? Just because it's set around Christmas doesn't make it a Christmas game.
It is a Christmas game. There's literally Christmas stuff going on, like throughout the whole
Santa
game.
Claus has to be a playable character for it to be a Christmas game.
No, that's not true.
That's not how that works.
It's not remotely true. There's an Ebenezer Scrooge side scroller out there. It doesn't have Santa in it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So a young Superboy Clark collides with today's JLU. So yeah, it is Clark. I was right.
Yeah, that would be
Every time I think I know something, like Wes tries to make me think I'm insane. Like when I was talking about how Punisher issue came out, he's like, "That didn't come out. You read the wrong Punisher. That didn't come out." Now this, like every time.
You love K-pop Demon Hunters, and Aaron loves Goku more than anything.
And what about Chris Kent, Superboy? Is he coming back too?
Yeah, he's gonna be Martian Manhunter, Mary Marvel, and Booster Gold are gonna be involved. Yeah, but it's Clark, so there's still gonna be one Clark book.
Yeah.
Superman Unlimited is John Kent.
Told you, he's supposed to be young, right?
He confronts a time bending enemy, so I guess potentially that could turn him young.
I believe that's
Yeah. I see the art and he's young. Yeah.
See, I knew I wasn't wrong. I was right. Mostly.
It's not. Partially.
Kind of.
I don't know about mostly.
Like I knew somebody recommended K-pop Demon Hunters. I just associated with the wrong person.
It wasn't even anyone that could with a voice.
Speaking of who did actually, I guess, suggest K-pop Demon Hunters, Sully, who I think still hasn't seen it.
I did not.
There is a new change that I know you're going to be excited about. Ryan North on Flash, dude.
I think that might work.
Yeah.
Because of the whole Fantastic Four family angle thing. So I think he's just going to do the same thing on a DC skin. But I'm a huge Wally West fan, so I'm rooting for Wally and Linda and all three kids. And
have you been reading Fantastic Four?
Intermittently. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled with it. No, but if someone's got to write it and it's better than Cy Spurrier.
Well, I mean, better
And
should
It's a
be-
high bar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then away from the Grant Morrison stuff and like back to like likable, like the Incredibles kind of flavored stuff. I can see Wally and the West doing something like that. Babies developing power set and the antics that follow. That would be cool.
So what are you doing for Christmas? Did you read your Lobo Christmas special?
I did, and it had a lot of guns in it. But also, I picked this up this week. Check it out; it's a foil cover. It is a Wonder Woman issue with Wonder Woman being like Santa Claus, and it's a foil cover, and it's a Golden Age 1943-42 comic book.
Sully, how can you accept that? That is just every time they got to replace a male character like Santa with a female.
I know they
masculinity. You're always complaining about that.
They invented gender swapping all the way back in the Golden Age. I mean, geez, it's been here all this time. Who would have dunk it?
Yeah, read a comic. Read a comic, Chud.
You read a comic. You
Yeah,
should read
since the
comics,
40s.
Chud. Oh man, huh?
Did you read the Wonder Woman this week, dude?
No, but I did read. I read Nightwing this week, and Vikan Marion's art in that is outstanding. There's that 2-page spread of the whole after image of Nightwing in motion of like doing an acrobatic flip on a rooftop, and that's so kind of like it's kind of cliche, but it breaks cliche when it's executed so deftly. So hats off to Vikan Marion. You're looking great on that book.
Dude, well, there's only one issue I think that he's going to do, but I was too busy looking at the cakes on Barbara.
Yes, please.
Spreads.
That's where the Peter and MJ relationship went. I mean, it's been cut, paste, and dropped on
It
top
went
of
into her butt cheeks?
Dick and Dick and Barbara. I mean, seriously, I look at that and I was like, dude, that's Peter Parker and MJ. That's
Wait, who's got his dick in Barbara?
Ooh.
The way you said it, Sully, I immediately heard Archer go phrasing.
Oh my goodness! Watch your the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah, but yeah, he drew him a pretty nice Barbara.
Grab them cakes, like Junkyard Dog said back in '84. Yeah.
You didn't read Nightwing, did you, Dylan?
I have not read this week's Nightwing, no.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I have. I just haven't read it.
It's at the bottom of the pile, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
Really, I
Nightwing
walked
just,
into it, and
it's-
it's not bad.
And it's because Dexter Soy's been by far the best part of it. Like, it's been mid. It's been okay post the Titans Tower thing. Remember when he went in there and like had to go against like his version of Mitzelplick? Like after that, it's been like okay. It's gotten better, but it hasn't been great. I am sad that Dexter Soy's leaving though. That does.
I'm looking forward to Dennis Cowan. I love Dennis Cowan, and I
loved him in the 90s. He was
yeah, I did. That's my the rings on my
Have
tree.
you seen him lately? He's not quite
Yeah,
that
It's
artist
okay.
anymore.
Yeah, I
That's
have.
what I'm saying. He's not.
I've seen him in a few places. Like there was that Static. Was it Hardwire? An Icon and that in the Milestone thing. A couple was that a year or
It's
two ago?
Hardware, first off.
Thank you. I
It's
always
probably more like Icon and Rocket.
He did the Static Miss Marvel crossover.
Yeah, and that was inked by
which
Klaus
did
Johnson,
not look
too.
very good.
It was okay. I like the aging. I don't mind that. I'm very forgiving for John Romita Jr. and these guys and Klaus and Dennis. Because I just appreciate that they're just still plying their trade and it still looks good.
I mean, that
Do you
last
still like
part's debatable.
Spielberg movies, even though they're not good?
I haven't seen
I
a
think
new
The Fablemans was
Spielberg
good.
movie in forever.
The
You should have
Fablemans
to
was
watch
good.
West Side Story and tell me how great he is.
Really? Oh, do
I
I?
have not seen West Side Story because I don't care about it at all. But everyone that likes that says that movie's amazing. Everyone
Really?
that actually likes the musical says his West Side Story is great.
I don't believe it. I'll stick with the original.
What the you're talking about the Steven Spielberg West Side Story?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one with weird.
Well, at the end of the day, it's a story about representation, Dylan, and it matters.
And it matters.
This carpet's
But-
a person.
What are you saying, Neil?
I said The Fablemans is good. That was his like biopic he did for himself, which is pretty good. And that was that his last movie? It might
Wouldn't
have
that
been
be
his
an
last movie.
autobiographical pick?
Yeah, it was like his it was like a fictionalized version of his like growing up. It was good.
Man, you know what wasn't good? Minority Report.
You don't like Minority Report?
No. Especially when he eats that rotten sandwich. No, that was disgusting.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
had-
good as Ready Player One. That's
Ooh, I
Also, not
skipped
very
that.
good movie. Yeah, that
Well, not a
wasn't
very
great
good.
movie.
I mean, it's a book that like people liked, but I did not enjoy it.
What about AI with Hill Joel
I don't
Osment?
like that one.
Yeah, I didn't.
Uh,
yeah,
That movie's fine if you cut off the ending.
the
In the
leg
ocean.
exactly. I
Or
mean,
after the ocean.
the
After
last 20 minutes.
cut it. Yeah, the whole alien thing, cut that out. He went to the bottom of the ocean. He found out there is no magic fairy tale. that
Stop it at the
life
Blue
is-
Fairy.
you know,
Yeah,
life was disappointing. You know, that's there. He became human. He learned that life can be, all the ways that life can suck. That's what you learned, and that made you human.
You know what I'm watching this week is Reacher, and I've read The Kill Room. I'm reading the second book, so I decided to check out the show. It's interesting. It's entertaining, but it's not exactly the same character.
No,
never read the books, but I told you the show's good. See, I season 3 is my favorite of the 3 seasons.
season 3 good. I stopped after 2.
Yeah, because they got a guy even bigger than Reacher, and that's the most fun part of it. They got this gigantic, like Norwegian guy, and he's great. And they have a really sick fight at the end of the show, and it's good. Yeah, I liked it.
All right,
I
I'll check
enjoy
it out.
Reacher. Reacher's fun.
Yeah, in the book, he's more he's like stoic and kind of introverted and difficult to deal with. In the show, he comes off like more autistic,
I don't know if I'd say autistic.
where
I didn't
he
feel like
just
he really
kind
comes
of
off.
he doesn't read people's emotions, and he just says stuff out of nowhere.
I mean, there's a little bit of that, but everyone in that show talks at you. Like there's
Yeah.
constant, like the dialogue is very weird in that show because it's
Yeah.
everyone just kind of like talking at the audience. But like I was telling you before, when we were talking about Reacher, like one of the funniest parts about it is in between seasons 1 and 2, Alan Richardson ages 15 years because he blasted roids so much. Like he looks like a little baby boy in season 1 compared to 2 and 3. Like he looks a lot different. He's great as Reacher, but he looks so much different.
The other thing about the Reacher show that I notice is it does that very Hollywood thing where it's like you got a group of people working together so that when we're giving the exposition of the plot or what we're going to do or what the plan is, everybody has to have a round robin line.
Yeah.
Like, and I hate that. It's like, it's so like obvious.
That's the entirety of Stranger Things right now, also.
Mm-hmm.
Every episode of the new season of Stranger Things is just that, bouncing around from character to character, being like, well, we're going to do this, and then that's when they'll go do that. And it's like, okay, every episode we're getting that.
I did watch Queen of the Ring last night, which has Mike's mom, Cara Buono, in it from Stranger Things. And not a bad movie, but also Mike's mom has got it going on.
She is
Weird.
hot.
Yeah. So, what do you think about Stranger Things, there, Dylan? I guess it's like the most viewed show in the history of Netflix.
It's it has never
Season 5.
It has never come close to season 1, sadly. Season 1 was great, and then they've been trying to recapture that ever since, and they haven't. Season 5 has been okay. It's got some interesting stuff. There's a little fat kid in it that's really entertaining. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's fine. It's not like terrible or anything, but there's a lot of, like Aaron just said about Reacher, how it goes and bounces around like from character to character. Everyone has their little input telling you what they're going to do. It happens a lot in season 5.
At least I would say that at least we don't have Dustin's girlfriend in this season yet. But on the we do have Robin, whose character has
Robin's
seemingly
terrible.
completely changed.
Been lobotomized. She's the worst.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you become a lesbian in TV.
Maybe.
Well, that's like the entirety of her plot too. It's like that's her character.
Yes, literally to a T. It's just that's
like,
it.
Yeah, it's the Ryan George like, and this character's a lesbian. Oh, well, tell me about this character. I just did.
Yeah.
Is the ending season feeling better than like Cobra Kai?
I did not watch Cobra Kai.
You never seen Cobra Kai?
I've seen like an episode of Cobra Kai, but no.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I mean, I like
You like the
Karate,
Karate
Kid,
Kid?
but I don't care enough to watch Cobra Kai.
The Cobra
I
Kai
lost
starts
Sounds
out
like
really-
somebody wasn't bullied when they were a kid and needed to learn karate and inspiration from Daniel Russo.
And all, and
You
then
got me
also
there.
and then you get to watch Cobra Kai and you realize Danny LaRusso was kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he kind of escalated every single situation and didn't need to.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And he because Johnny Lawrence was kind of just a normal dude.
I love the whole illegal kick angle, and I'm like, that was in front of us all this time. It
I knew it in the, when I saw it as a kid, because I was like, they're like no face contact, and then he wins with like that kick, and I'm like, wait a minute.
It was all face contact.
Yeah. Also, that's the dumbest move. Who runs into that?
Yeah.
Well, it was illegal. He wasn't expecting.
It wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting to get kicked in the face because that's not supposed to happen.
I liked Cobra Kai for like the first 2 seasons when it was clear that Johnny was the good guy and Daniel, like, maybe they weren't trying to do it, they were portraying him as the bad guy, but I think they figured that out and then they tried too hard to make him the good guy and get him together. And that's what I didn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
That and when everything in the entire town revolved around a karate tournament.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been to Reseda. There's other things going on.
There's
And
gotta
the
be a
fact,
skating rink or something, right?
the fact that everybody like at some point points out, why in the hell is everything in this town involved around a fucking karate tournament suddenly?
Yeah, but they were like throwing kids over balconies and breaking their necks and stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know. At some point, the National Guard's got to come in here and put a stop to this, right?
I mean, is a riot in an LA area high school really all that surprising in today's day and age? Like, I mean, there's a big
Or
karate fight in
uncommon?
there, but yeah, it's like I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like this
Horatio
is
Mantooth is 100% right. Johnny was politically incorrect in the first 2 seasons. Then they softened him up, and that's when it became less enjoyable.
I believe weren't the first 2 seasons on YouTube, like when it was YouTube Red,
Yeah.
and then it went to Netflix. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure
Yes.
it was those first 2 seasons. Yeah, so
A-
that
and-
tracks.
And the fact is, I'm betting the LA, Unified School District would be like, well, they're actually fighting and they're not like trying to curb stomp each other. So
He threw
think
him
this is kind of
over
a-
the steps and broke his neck.
yes, but it still stayed limited to just these couple like a dozen kids, and nobody else decided to jump in and turn it into like a full-blown riot. So
Do you remember that
Step up.
scene from the fucking
Yes, I do.
show? The entire
I do.
school was fighting.
everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yes.
Hmm.
It was funny.
Those cats
I
were
always
quick as
like
lightning.
the Hawk kid. I think he should have been like the main guy by the end. But I did like the Johnny Lawrence of it all in the last episode that he had to fight for the win and finally get the whatever tournament they were in.
I just like that everybody that they could get that was tangentially connected to the Karate Kid franchise made an appearance.
Really? Did they ever get Hillary Swank in?
No,
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
then John Cleese bit someone and
What about Michael Ironsides?
Was Michael
Mike-
Ironsides part of the?
He was in the next Karate Kid with Hillary Swank. He
Oh, I
was-
never.
Wow.
That's the one I never
Dude,
saw.
shot in Boston, in South Boston. There. Dude,
are there
I could piss
multiple Michael Ironsides? Why are we pluraling him? What's going on?
Hey, that's his name, dude. Don't take it up with him, man. He's a,
Michael Ironsides.
Have you seen him lately? There are multiple Michael.
I mean, he
Ironsides.
is pretty big.
he is like 80 now, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, he's earned it. He's got a bad back.
I'm-
It's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm just mad they replaced him with Sam Fisher. That's you can still voice act. Why are we? No, it's so stupid.
Yeah, still the best dark side.
Still the
Yeah.
best dark side. Agree.
well, let's give a little shout out to the new backers of the Patreon and channel memberships. Thank you very much to everybody for supporting the channel, and welcome to the family. Caffeinated Wolf, hero known as Espresso, the protector of pork crevice. So we got the coffee puns in there, and welcome to the family to Virtual Reality Fitness, aka Redline, the protector of Iron Falls, and welcome to the family to RB the Loner, the Stray Wolf himself, protector of Grey Reach. If you support the channel on Patreon or channel memberships, you get a shout out here on the Aficionados. You get a superhero name, you get a city to protect, but you also get awesome bonus podcasts and videos that I hope everybody is enjoying. we got some people's speaking up here. Caleb says, not important. Those virgin shippers who touch themselves are crying that She-Ra 2018 is being removed from Netflix.
Oh
Ooh.
no! Oh, what
Man.
happened?
That's a
Oh,
pretty sick burn, Callum. That is
That's
not nice.
terrible. That's
Oh no!
oh
no!
It's kind of weird. Netflix doesn't normally remove stuff. So it must have really not been watched, right?
No, I mean it's who's talked about it since those first 3 weeks when it came out? Like, and everybody's like, it got 3 seasons. No, it got 1 season spread over 3 releases. It was produced all at one time.
Yeah.
And it
And
didn't.
then he
move much.
says, James Gunn said Batman's boring.
He sort of said that. He said that too much Batman is boring. But he also
He said
that
every
Batman story.
interesting story you can tell has been done, which is kind of indicates there's only boring stuff left, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that that's true. I don't think that statement is true. But I do think that too much Batman is boring, as evidenced by a lot of the stuff that DC puts out. They put out so much Batman that much of it is boring. So if you take him in that sense, then he's technically right. But to say that every Batman story has been told and that there are no interesting Batman stories means that he's not reading, any of the stuff that's been coming out. Like there's Dark Patterns, there's the Batman and Robin book. There's interesting Batman stories being told still.
Batman in space. Batman off world. Come on.
That was pretty good. We
was
do
really
Batman
good.
Venom.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
maybe
sort
if
of
you
a
hired maybe if DC hadn't blacklisted some of their best Batman creators, we might be getting a lot of really great Batman.
Man. I think the direction that they take Batman in the movies is boring. How's
Yeah.
that?
He's always the most boring character in his movie.
Yeah, they just make him more grounded in reality and darker to the point where there's no fantastical element or real fun to be had a lot of
But
times.
what if he was-
There's not a fun scene. Well, other than maybe the Penguin in that the Batman movie.
Yeah, agree.
What
I get a lot of hate for
was,
that.
What if Batman was really emo and the Riddler was an incel, played by Paul Dano?
Nirvana musics and
Apparently, a lot of people like Paul Dano. I'm not one of them. I was like, this guy sucks.
When Quentin Tarantino came out and capped on him. Now I took a little bit more issue with Matthew Lillard. I was like, come on, what did Matthew Lillard do? But Paul Dano, he had that coming.
What do you think, Dylan? You're the big movie guy. You're the big DC fan. Do you like the fact that every iteration we get Batman is more grounded and darker than the original?
No, but I like the Batman. I think it's a good movie. But something that annoys me to no
like
end
the
is
car.
I think the whole movie's pretty good, other than the 4chan Riddler stuff. I think that's retarded. But aside from that, I like the movie. Yeah.
The whole the movie derailed with Jim and Batman getting like a mistranslation into Spanish. That Batman wouldn't have never have missed that.
It's a year 2 Batman. I think that's great. We
I
always get a
don't-
Batman that's smarter than everyone on
That-
everything and figures everything out.
that
It's like instead
derailed-
of getting Bat God, we get one that gets something so simple, so wrong. I love that. I thought that was
That
great.
derailed my
No.
suspension of disbelief. I just seriously
Hold on.
No.
You don't need to be an expert Batman to not fail Spanish 2.
I think a
Which
guy
is
that
basically the plot point here.
I think a guy
He
that
failed-
goes to train the mountains to learn how to fight might overlook Spanish. I think he might
doubt
not
that
be
from
thinking about
fighting
that
in
as
urban
much
center
when it
where
comes to
the
crime fighting.
Batman's
second
fluent
most
in
spoken
Spanish, Creole, probably Russian.
The second most spoken language in America, Batman doesn't know. Sure. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
buy that.
Yeah. I didn't
No,
realize
I
all
don't.
you guys are like, yeah, Batman's actually Mexican and knows Spanish, and that's what he speaks all the time. What are we talking about?
Yo soy.
I don't know. Normally, I think Dylan has pretty good takes on movies, but I
You
feel like
guys,
he's
hold
way
on. You
off
guys
here.
are agreeing with Sully on a movie right now. I want to let you all know that this is the guy that loves the Flash, and you're saying I'm wrong. You guys
Oh,
get fucked on this one. This is insane.
Oh, shit.
Every once in a while, Dylan's got or Sully's got a point, you know.
Ah.
It's not this time. This ain't one of those once in a whiles.
Well, I
Oh,
usually
no,
wear a
dude.
hat to cover my point, but I'm bumped.
But
I
anyways,
didn't like emo Bruce or Batman.
what I was saying is what annoys me is every time an actor takes on Batman, they always say, I want to do something different. It's like, well, what's different is the comics. We've never seen that on the big screen. That's what's different. Every time they're like, I want to do something different. I want to do my own version. Like, if you want to do something different, if you want to be really radical, do the
Pick
comic
me
book
Batman.
Batman. We haven't had that yet.
Yeah, no one's ever
That's
done
what
it.
that's what annoys me to no end.
I bet we get the comic book absolute Batman before we get the real Batman.
Oh God.
Probably with the
It's
guy from
real
Leisure
easy to
playing Batman.
do. Big
I
dumb
mean,
Batman.
Animated absolute Batman would be a lot of fun. Like animated absolute Batman would be cool, but live action, I don't really care. But an animated absolute Batman could be cool.
Horatio Mantooth, Wes, who has been more destructive to fictional characters, Taika Waititi, Adi Shankar, or James Gunn?
Taika
man,
Waititi.
I
Well,
don't think you can throw James Gunn in there because for the most part, what he's worked with, I think he's elevated, pretty much the entire Guardians of the Galaxy, I think. And then even in the Superman movie, he made Mr. Terrific look better than I ever thought he would. I think he mostly got Guy Gardner right.
Give us the most comic accurate Lex.
yeah.
So I don't think James should be in there. I think he made some mistakes with Peacemaker, but
Yeah.
I don't think anyone cared about Peacemaker anyway. So
No. I think
No.
Taika Waititi has like really damaged Thor, but he's only really damaged that one franchise. Whereas Adi Shankar has destroyed everything he's touched or everything he's even talked about. I mean, this is the guy, right, that got Apu taken off The Simpsons.
That guy's. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that guy's also like a colossal idiot. There's a podcast I listened to called PK, and he was on there years back, and they were trying to engage with him, get him to talk about what he works on, like what he does, and he like couldn't answer anything. I remember one of the hosts being like, he was asking him something, like deferred with another question. He's like, okay, I mean, we can not talk about you if that's what you'd prefer. And like, it was just, it's gone down the history of that podcast as being one of the worst episodes ever because that guest is so bad.
Like that one conversation, it might be a meme, but it looked real to me where the lady's like, oh, I'm here talking to you because you're a famous musician. She's like, what? What do you mean I'm a musician? Like I do magic? You think I'm here to do tricks for you? She's like, no. I didn't say magician. I said musician. You're a musician. She's like, no, I'm not. I sing for a living. She's like, yes, because you're a musician. And the lady literally didn't understand what a musician was.
That's not all I do. I'm a young mogul. I blah, blah, blah. And you're like,
yes,
oh.
I love that one.
How do you know what the word mogul is, but you don't know what a musician is?
Oh, man.
Yeah, but Adi
So-
Shankar, he's the idiot that showed up on Raw dressed as Dante from Devil May Cry to promote the Devil May Cry show on Netflix, which sucked and got everything wrong. And and he was like, and then they referred to him as the creator of Devil May Cry. And that's like, no, he's the creator of the terrible show. Like, make that delineation. He did not create the property Devil May Cry. He just bastardized it.
Yeah. I don't know. Tom King could definitely be on this list if you just wanted to go with like writers who work with fictional characters. But I do not believe James Gunn deserves to be in that
I don't
company.
think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Even though I do not think his current direction on the DCU is good.
Well, let's put
And
it this way. James Gunn has made some stuff that's successful and popular. Taika Waititi has made some good films. Thor Love and Thunder is not one of them, but he's made some good. He's made some good films. Adi Shankar has never produced anything of value, so I would say him. Fortunately, he just has less influence.
Callum says, on the subject, none of these people that care about Steve Rogers or Falcon, and they're not going to see the movie.
Oh, all the
Correct.
people that are screaming about it? Yeah.
I think people do care about Steve Rogers. I think this might get some people to go see Doomsday that were going to skip it.
It's actually helping me decide that I likely will go. I don't want Sam, period. I'm sick of Sam. I never thought I would get to the point where I said I'm sick of Sam Wilson. I
Sam
love
Wilson's
Falcon. I love the Falcon. I fucking hate him as Captain America.
Yeah,
I
agree.
think most of America does too.
No, I think you're right there. But I would like to see Sam in there as the Falcon. But,
as the Falcon, sure, but you're going to get Joaquin Torres as the Falcon.
I don't think this is going to drive all the people that are mad away from the movie because I don't think they were going to see it to begin with. So it was probably a smart move, and really, in the big scheme of things, the only thing that they could do at this point. They're literally losing billions of dollars a year on their movies at this point.
Yeah, it's a hail.
Yep.
It's a desperate Hail Mary, but you gotta do something to make people interested. And Sam as Captain America clearly is not something that people are interested in, or they would have gone to see his movie.
That's a terrible movie, dude. I saw all the superhero movies, and that easily, by far, not even close the worst one.
Harrison Ford couldn't save it.
Bad.
I
No.
want my jelly. Oh,
No.
I'm the red.
That movie is cut to crap. Like, there are elements that you can see where they're introducing like this love interest for Sam that never shows up. There's all kinds of weird stuff in there.
Completely taken out of the movie. Also, once the smallest woman who's not a midget shows up, it's so every scene she's in, it's distracting how the size of that lady. It's
Dylan, stop punching down. No pun on the short people.
hey, she punches up against everyone in that movie. She like kicks the crap out of everyone in that movie, and it's weird because she's so
these girls need their power.
Distractingly small,
please.
Yeah. Captain America: Brave New World was made to be seen on an airplane when there's nothing else to watch.
It's made. It's a
I
film
would
made to
still
be
walk
watched on your
out.
phone.
It's like
whatever. I
whatever.
would still walk. I don't care if it's on an airplane. I'd still walk out.
Flying over the ocean. If we go down, this will be the last thing I watch, I guess. That's the only reason I've seen the movie, but I did get to see it. JT,
No, when you find out
sorry?
the plane is when you're watching Captain America: Brave New World on a plane and it starts to go down, you say, "This is fine."
JT2032PH. Any thoughts on Thundarr the Barbarian miniseries coming out in January? Written by Jason Aaron. Won't be any good. So I'm not the foremost expert on Thundarr the Barbarian. That would be an Aaron Sparrow type of question. But while I don't always love Jason Aaron, and he certainly went in a direction with TMNT that I wouldn't have gone in, his TMNT was really, really good. And I liked it a lot. What do you think, Aaron? Are you excited about this Thundarr the Barbarian? That's just something that you probably like a lot.
Yeah, I like Thundarr a lot. And when they said there's a Thundarr the Barbarian comic coming, I was like, oh. And then they were like, it's from Dynamite. And I was like, oh. And then they were like, and it's Jason Aaron. And I was like, oh. So I don't really know how to feel about it because on the one hand, he did some good Conan stuff. Thundarr is kind of like a Conan sci-fi riff on Conan. So he could do a good job. But then, it depends on which Jason Aaron we're getting. If we're getting the, I bend the knee to one person complaining on Twitter, Jason Aaron, or if we're getting, Jason Aaron who actually wants to do a good job and cares about the property. So I don't think it's a paycheck because I know what Dynamite pays. And even if it's Jason Aaron, he's not making the most money. So maybe it's a property that he really loves and cares about and we'll get something good. So I'm cautiously optimistic.
Did anyone stick with Bug Wars? I heard that good buzz on that, but I kind of fell
Doc
off that
loved
myself.
it. Wes told me Doc loved Bug Wars and it was his favorite comic.
It's true.
I fucking hated every single panel of that comic.
I thought it was fine.
It was
There was
the
a big
worst.
bug orgy in the middle of it that really threw me off, but I made it to the end. It was all right.
No, that was the worst shit I read all fucking year.
Dude, you just read Leah Williams' DC.
It was
Tale.
worse
Come
than
on.
that.
Wasn't worse than it was definitely worse
What?
than Gail Simone's Unbreakable.
Wow.
It couldn't have been worse than that.
No, it was. It was.
Oh,
No.
wow. Really?
Doc just doesn't
I
like
would-
fantasy.
I hated every single panel of that fucking comic.
Man, what a weirdo. But Bug Wars started out hot. It ends fine. I'd read it again.
It ends. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
DDM Studios. Yo, when can I get an invite on the show? Just kidding. I don't really take a whole lot of like cold invites. It's normally people that I know or have been talking to that I get on the show. You could get somebody on here with bad chemistry and it can ruin an entire episode, which we learned this year. So, yeah. Don't do a whole lots of just cold talking to people, but hey, DM me. Maybe we'll end up being buddies and you'll be on the show. I'm not really sure, but don't normally just go out there looking for people. I really like to keep the panelists that I'm comfortable with for the most part because we have a good time. Kalichioki, Gunn gets way too many passes from normies. He likes working with D-list characters because normies won't know or read the comic origins. his Guardians worked, at least the first film, because no one knew who they were. People still don't know who they are outside of the films.
That's
yeah,
true.
and like Dax the Destroyer is not the same character. Like, simply, there you go.
Mantis is not the same character, but
I mean, any of those
I
Guardians
prefer-
Galaxy. Yeah.
I prefer movie Mantis to comic Mantis. So
Yeah. Huh? Exactly.
That's definitely one of the strengths is picking characters that even if you fudge with them and you kind of screw with them, you're not going to get a whole lot of blowback. It's not like casting fucking what's his dick, Pedro Pascal to be Mr. Fantastic. We're like, well, that doesn't even begin to work.
it's funny that they cast some of the dumbest actors to be the smartest characters in universe. You got Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner. You've got Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. It's interesting, but no, I mean, I don't hate some of the adaptations that he's done. I don't hate some of the characters that he's changed. I mean, yeah, like when I first saw it and I was like, oh, Drax is just an alien. I don't like that. But then I was like, in a first movie, how are you going to do all that? Like, yeah, here he is. He's Arthur Douglas and he's with his family. And Thanos killed him on Earth. And then he's resurrected as Drax by Mentor. And then it's like, but is he, the original Drax, or is he Big Dumb Drax, or is he, Drax that's Kratos, God of War? It's like, it just becomes like this thing of like, there's so much history behind that character. You've got to shorthand it. And I think Drax ended up being an enjoyable character, even though he wasn't comic Drax.
And I think, to Gunn's credit, he's really good with character scenes. Therefore, he's really good at building up characters and making you kind of invest in like them with their quirkiness and stuff like that. Now, when it doesn't work, it's pretty off-putting. But when he nails it, it normally ends up being enjoyable. I think the Suicide Squad is like orders of magnitude better than Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
because he threw all that James Gunness onto a lot of the characters. What do you think, Dylan? Is that the one?
Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad is way better than the 2016 Suicide Squad. That movie is one of the worst. But yeah, I liked his Suicide Squad and what he did with Polka Dot Man. Yeah, pretty good.
Everyone is telling me I need to turn my sound up. Is that? Can you guys hear me?
Is
Okay.
that true?
You sound fine to me.
Sounds fun.
I don't want to yell because usually I'm too loud.
Are we good there?
Testing 1 2.
Let's
Testing,
know
1,
if
Testes 1 2. Testes 1 2.
yeah. So, what do you think, Dylan? Does he get a pass? Or I think he gets a pretty good amount of scrutiny, though, right?
Gunn, yeah, he gets tons of scrutiny. He's very polarizing at this point. He gets a lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him. But he has a point about he does definitely like working on those lesser known characters because they're more malleable, because there's not as many people that will hold your feet to the fire on those, because no one knows who they are.
Yeah. But he didn't try to go out there and wholesale change Superman by any means. That's the biggest established character he's ever worked on, and he pretty much tried to stay true to Silver Age Superman.
Yeah, he did. Other than the Krypton thing, which got some people upset. That was the only like big thing he did.
But I never liked Krypton to begin with.
And then there's Supergirl being like instantly unlikable.
That's Tom King, though. That's
Yeah.
Callum says Friday Night Tights, I think, said it better. There's no build-up. The damage has been done, and with those Rick and Morty writers who made the Stones paperweights. That is a moment in Loki where I was like, it almost made me feel stupid for watching all the movies. Like, I can't believe they did that.
Yeah, it's like, and then when they took away the free will of all the characters, this has all been the preordained timeline that he who waits behind has been manipulating, and I'm like, so nothing mattered. The Infinity Stones didn't matter. All the choices made didn't matter. This was all just preordained. That's a hell of a thing to do with your universe. It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
It's sad they haven't built up to this at all with Doomsday, and it's funny like when you hear about like phase 1 and everything and building up and like how they were essentially like had not a whole lot planned and were like building things as they went, but they did a good job with the build up there compared to now where they have all this experience. You think they know what to do, but they're so much worse at it now, and there's zero build up to this because everything they've tried has failed, and Feige's meddled too much, and now they're just like, let's just go back to what worked before, even though there's no build up for this at all.
Yeah, remember, this was supposed to be the Kang Dynasty, this movie.
Yeah,
it's true.
Said the easiest character to recast ever, they didn't.
Well, they could have recast T'Challa, and I think that would have helped as well. They'd have a Black Panther in this goddamn movie.
Yep.
Probably would have been smart. I don't know. It does feel like it's probably too little, too late. And then, it's quite a risk. But it's been a lot of money on this one.
It's meant as a loss leader, but I don't think it's going to pay off.
Oh.
Zol Yin podcast. I'm with Doc. I love Falcon. Falcap is tacky.
Yeah.
No,
Well, they need to stop.
That was
I
his
think
point.
it's like if you don't like Falcap, you get accused of being racist, or you don't like you don't like minority characters, and it's like everybody loved him as Falcon, and they just don't like him as Cap, and it has nothing to do with. It's so ridiculous, this idea that successful Black characters have not reached their final evolution until they take over a white character's hand-me-down identity. To me, that is like insulting. It's like, are you telling me that like until Black Panther is Captain America, which has happened, until he's Captain America, he doesn't matter? Falcon is an important character in comics. Not only in the history of comics, but just as a character itself. The Black Panther is an important character in comics. Not just as the character, but as the history of the character. These characters matter, and when you say that until they're handed a hand-me-down identity that they haven't really made it, you are just completely invalidating them and everything that they meant to comics and to history.
Well, and then the fact that when he gets the shield and the Captain America identity or mantle, that his entire personality changes and he becomes an off-putting douchebag probably doesn't help.
No, the bad writing never helps.
Gallup says, made the message of She-Hulk loud and clear about how they feel about us and made the gayest Marvel show ever. And the list goes on.
I thought that was WandaVision. Or no. The Agatha ever after.
Agatha.
That's
All
what
Along,
he's saying after. I think what he's saying is She-Hulk told the fans what they think of us. And then they made the gayest show ever. I've been told that this Marvel show.
Exit stayed right even.
You should start working for EW and doing interviews or something, dude.
Wow. You
Heavens
have that
to
little microphone.
Murgatroyd. Oh, I'd wear my little bow tie, and I'd be so fancy.
I have a little microphone too. I mean, that's just.
I would actually love that, just to play a character on the red carpet, but like never break kayfabe.
Aaron, you and I should have reviewed She-Hulk.
Oh God, why? What did I do?
What do you mean? You guys can still do it. What do you mean?
Yeah, I think we
gotta
should do
review.
that for the people.
We got to review Tiptoes. We've been promising that.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Tiptoes, Dylan?
No.
Why
You know
would
what it
Dylan
is?
have seen? Why would Dylan have seen
Because
Tiptoes?
he's a fucking cinephile.
He's also a man with a life that's worth living.
Tiptoes has a spectacular cast. It's got Matthew McConaughey. It's got the lady off of those
Beckinsale.
Lycan movies.
It's free on Tubi right now. That's how you know it's a good movie.
It's got Gary Oldman.
In the role of a
Kate
lifetime,
Beckinsale?
according to some of
It's
the.
got Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones.
Did Tiptoes come
Yeah,
out
Trent.
before Tropic Thunder? Because I'm trying to see some kind of string
Yes.
between like Simple Jack and Gary Oldman. The role of a lifetime. You
That
play
was an
someone.
amazing commercial, dude. That trailer. Do you know the premise behind it, Dylan?
Nope.
Gary
Yeah.
Oldman is a midget, and Matthew McConaughey is his older brother. And Gary Oldman literally walks around on his knees the entire movie.
with shoes on his knees.
Now that's intriguing.
Tell me you don't want to see that movie.
But isn't the whole like the B story like the dwarf
Who
brothers?
cares about the B story, man? He's on his knees walking around with
the brother's
trying to be
wife.
a midget.
They have an affair. It's like a love triangle with the dwarf, and the
That's
parents are dwarves
secondary.
too.
Oh man, it's the rule of a
Secretary.
lifetime. Now,
Although
do
if you-
you want to see it now, Dylan?
I mean, it does sound intriguing. Oh, piqued my interest.
Ironically, if you ask Peter Dinklage now, he'll tell you he wasn't playing a midget in the movie. Like when he said, "I'm not going to take any more little people roles," and I'm like, any role that you step into becomes a little people role because you're a little people.
Maybe.
Just embrace it. Like, who cares?
Man, can you imagine if Gary Oldman was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take the Star Wars or the Snow White roles. He's gonna be like
Yeah.
one of the dwarfs and stuff." This son of a bitch is just stealing these roles left and right. First it's Tiptoes, and now it's Snow White.
Man, imagine if Billy Barty got as uppity as Peter Dinklage. It'd be laugh out of the short people's union.
Oh, man.
Seriously.
And Billy Barty is beloved because he was
beloved.
He's absolutely beloved. And now everybody kind of like looks at Peter Dinklage like, ugh, he pulled up the ladder after
Like,
you.
why can't you be as cool as the guy who played Wicket? He was awesome.
Well, it's when you realize
Davis.
that you realize the line in Elf is actually true of Peter Dinklage. It's like, oh, he's an angry elf.
He's an angry.
Kalichioki, that's his shtick. Let me work on D-list characters so I don't have to go to source material and just do my own thing. That's why his Superman got so much pushback. Well, I mean, that's definitely a stick. There's no definite doubt about that. And but he does it well. I mean, it's made him a lot of money, and he's got a big name. I think his Superman got so much pushback, Dylan, because there's too many characters and too many side plots.
The most pushback I saw was the Krypton stuff. I think the vast majority of people liked that Superman movie. But if you check Rotten Tomatoes, I'm pretty sure it has like a 90% on audience. Like,
No way.
yeah, people really like that movie. It's in this echo chamber here. A lot of people don't like it. But
I didn't say I don't
if
like
you
it. I
go-
think it's
if
I
you
think
go
it's
outside,
fine.
you get a lot of people that really liked it. I just, again, the thing I saw
it's
was mostly
fine.
people complaining Krypton. That was the biggest thing I saw.
I promise I'll watch it for next week's show. I'll finish the year with some thoughts on Superman.
I think it's
still haven't
a
seen it.
fine movie. It wasn't what I think it could have been much better.
It
I
looked
found
fun.
it enjoyable in the theater, you know.
Okay.
Like I had a good time watching it. When you think it's like one of those movies where like the more you think about it afterwards, you start to like go, okay, well, like this was weird and this was weird and I wouldn't have done that. But you know, it just is as sitting down and having zero expectations and just watching the film and the performances. You know, I enjoyed all the casting. I liked David Corenswet as Superman. You know, is he Henry Cavill? No, but did Henry Cavill ever really get to play Superman? Only a little bit. You know, so it's just a good, earnest Superman. But yeah, I agree with a lot of the criticisms too. It's overcrowded. There's too much focus on other characters. Superman needs to be saved probably too much. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's fine. It's nothing like Captain America: Brave New World. Like,
It's not an abysmal, you know, train wreck like.
It's right up
Brave
there
New
with
World.
Fantastic Four for me. You know, it's enjoyable. You know, will I see it again? Probably. You know, am I going to see it next week? No, I'll probably wait a little longer. It's fucking Dylan trying to make it look like I've been just trashing this film. What are you doing, Dylan?
I mean, essentially, every time it's brought up, you're like, yeah, it wasn't very good. And then you'll end it with, it's okay.
all right.
Yeah. And then,
It's fine
but
for what it is.
compare it to the way you talk about Fantastic Four, where just now you said like they're about the same. Every time you talk about Fantastic Four, you can barely get a word out with its balls in your mouth, dude. Constantly talking about
What are you talking about? Like I'm gargling.
every time.
Stop
Always-
belating
you're
Fantastic Four
always-
first steps. Stop
You're
belating that movie.
you're always defending that horrible Galactus. It's
I think the Galactus looks good, dude.
see, you're doing it
He
again
looks-
right now.
He looks good.
That's not the criticism.
Like, look, technically, I think that Julia Garner did very well in her role as the Silver Surfer that she should not have had. Like, her scenes were good, but it's not the Silver
It's a
Surfer.
poorly cast film. The Superman movie was much better cast.
It's a poorly cast film, and Galactus is a moron.
Like Jeffrey Wright in the Batman. He played a great Gordon. I didn't like the race swap, but still he nailed Jim Gordon though.
Yeah.
He shut me up and proved me wrong in a way. Yeah, take that.
Y'all, Zolyan podcast. Remember the USA show Burn Notice? Batman narrating
yeah.
to us his
Yeah.
action logic would be cool. What do you think? Different approach to Bat film. Well, that would be much more comic book accurate, Dylan.
It's been years since I've watched Burn Notice, but yeah, I
Burn Notice
remember
was
that.
good.
Yeah, with Jeffrey Donovan, Bruce Campbell. Yeah, that's a good show. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that style for Batman. I mean, that's what I liked at least in the beginning of the Batman was how we got a little bit of narration from Bruce. That was cool to see. But yeah, I'd be down for more of that.
Is it a missed opportunity that we never got Bruce Campbell as Batman in
No.
anything?
No, Bruce
In
Campbell
anything,
should be
even like
fit,
a-
Timothy
man.
Dalton.
He's
Even
great, man.
even
as
in a
Batman.
voice role. Even in
I
a
think
voice
Timothy
role.
Dalton
Who-
would have made
who-
a great Batman in the 90s.
Who would you guys like 30-year-old Bruce Campbell? Who would you guys cast him as? In DC or Marvel, I'll say.
Trickster. I don't know.
Hal Jordan.
Plastic
No.
Man. He
He
looks
could
like a
be-
Neil O'Brien to me.
You're telling me a 30-year-old Bruce Campbell couldn't have played Hal Jordan? You're out of your mind.
No, he
Yeah.
could only be the one character that he always is. Bruce Campbell. He's not a good actor. He's fun. He does great
He's
roles.
a
But
fantastic guy. Look, okay, you say he's not a good actor. Tobey Maguire said, "Yo, you're playing like 3 different characters." Even Tobey Maguire recognized that he was a different character
True.
each time.
Well, if that's the dimension that we're going to like, Stan Lee's an amazing actor. He was like 15 different characters.
I think you could pull off a good Hal Jordan. I think that could be good.
No.
I think that
All right,
Bruce
who's
Campbell
making
can do
the-
more than you think he can. It's just that
Oh,
they
he
hire
would
him to be
make-
Bruce Campbell because Bruce Campbell is already great. So
Namor.
they
love
say,
Bruce
you know
Campbell.
what?
He would make
We
a
don't
good
want you to do
Namor.
anything else. We want you to be Bruce Campbell because Bruce Campbell is peak fire, bro.
You know who would be good? He would be a good Lobo if he put on about 45 pounds of muscle.
You make a great Namor. King of Atlantis. I think like you get that
You
smugness.
mean
and
Namor?
shit,
Namor.
Yeah. No, I mean
Plus
Namor. Namor is some MCU multiverse variant.
the chubby Mexican kid that wasn't loved.
I got wings on his feet. You know what I mean?
You might as well have cast the kid from Modern Family as Namor.
Omega Man says he should have been Maxwell Lord.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the winner. The Gilpin returns. Captain America: Brave New World was garbage. Falcon isn't Cap. I'm a big MCU fan. I'm excited about Doomsday very much.
Awesome.
I'm glad
Exactly.
somebody-
You've already heard Doc say, "Hey, I'm probably going to go see the movie now that Cap is back." This guy is excited about it. I do think people are going to be willing to maybe forgive a little bit. I don't think it'll hit like Infinity War numbers, but
Mhm.
it's probably going to do really well.
I mean,
I
the
think this is fun.
Russos have a good track record with Steve Rogers. They do a
Right.
really good job with that guy, and so them bringing him back, I'm excited to see what they do. Yeah, even though there's zero build up to it at all, I'm excited that Steve Rogers is back and the Russos are behind it.
They got a good track record with Hemsworth too, dude.
Yeah, they gave us the best Thor with Infinity War.
And we got that extinction what's that extinction? The 2 movies were
Extraction.
Extraction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but then they wrote themselves into a corner because he was so badass in Infinity War. They're like, if he's that in Endgame, it's over instant. We don't have a movie, so we gotta make him a fat idiot.
He's gonna be fat and depressed.
I,
you know-
I get
Sparrow
I gave
says
them-
that's his favorite version of Thor we've ever seen.
I have never said that. I have
That's
made the
what-
joke. I have made
You
the
said
joke like
your favorite version of Thor was in Infinity War when he finally shows up there,
Oh,
bloodthirsty
there.
with
okay.
Stormbreaker.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. I thought you were saying that like the fat.
Dude,
Thor
everyone
was
calls
my
me a
favorite.
liar now. Come on. You
When
just
the
said it this week.
conversation moved on to Thor being fat and depressed, and you said Sparrow says that's his favorite Thor. That's where you choose to drop that statement.
Well, I was trying to
The-
jump in there, dude.
the best part about that was it gave a lot of guys a really easy character to cosplay. You'll see a lot of fat Thors at conventions. It's like nice. That's
Yeah, the
It works
Lebowski
well there.
Thor is.
Yeah.
The year before they were Lebowski, now they're going to be Thor. So they can save on costume funds.
yeah.
They could just be Lebowski Thor, like he was for half that fucking movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always glad to see a Lebowski or a Lebowski Thor cosplay. Dude, just
Yeah.
enjoying it.
It does make sense that he's that depressed, though.
Yes, it
He
does.
literally failed in half the people in the,
Oh,
in
man,
the
I-
galaxy.
He
Yeah.
has
That
no purpose,
Thor-
and then he killed Thanos, and like, what's left for him? Like he's lost purpose. He has
To-
no idea. what to
exactly.
do.
Fat Thor really resonated with me because there was a time in my life where I kind of like had that same attitude and let my body go too.
They just let
So-
it. He did it too long. He shouldn't have been Fat Thor when we got to Love and Thunder.
Yeah, he should have had a training montage like Daniel LaRusso had.
Well,
You're
that
the
happens
best.
in Love and Thunder.
That
happened
happened
in
in
Love
Love
and
and Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have fixed it by then. But yeah. See, I think people are going to get up under this. Caleb
Yeah,
says, "Did you see that stupid Animal Farm trailer? It reeks of Seth Rogen's TDS."
Well,
It's
they changed the
look, they
story.
just Orwelled Orwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, that's all you
Dramatic
need to
irony.
say about this fucking movie. You Orwelled Orwell. I mean,
I think it's
Don't
weird
see
that
it.
you're putting out a movie that you want people to spend money on so that you can make money, but you're like, it's anti-capitalist. It's like your entire endeavor, the entire film industry is capitalist. What are you doing? Start making socialist movies then. Start putting out movies for free, you commie. Spend your
Animal
money out of
Farm's
your own
supposed to be
pocket.
a cautionary tale
where-
about Stalinism.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is Joe McCarthy when we need him?
He didn't go far enough.
He didn't.
Yeah, it looks not good. I'm surprised.
All
Angel
of
Studios
them
is doing
in
it.
cages.
I'm like,
We need,
all
you know,
right.
the Magneto was right t-shirts. Do they have the McCarthy was right t-shirts? Because they need to be making those.
They certainly do. Probably somewhere. HH in the family over at Sigma Comics. Shout out to the Think Critical team from Fort Lauderdale. Wishing everyone a happy and healthy holiday season. Support indies and Think Critical family. Hit like and subscribe. Man, sounds like he's down on there on vacation. Getting out of that New York winter weather, huh?
Like an 80s movie down there, you know, like Fort Lauderdale without the babes in bikinis.
You probably liked Miami Vice, didn't you?
I loved Miami Vice. That was the cool. That was appointment television. That was Friday nights at 9 p.m., dude. Appointment television. Nothing cool. I love the car, like the black car, the spider. Oh, what a sweet pair. What a sweet car, man. What a cool show.
They tried to do the movie, and that didn't work, but I guess they're going to do another movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Miami Vice too old school for you, Dylan?
I've seen it. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have
The
a
show or the
great
the
affinity for-
movie?
The show. I haven't seen the movie.
Okay.
Like Don Johnson back in the day. Chris J. Seems like people are always split on Supergirl. If she's too much like Cal, she's a gender swap and boring. If she has an attitude, she's unlikable. Well, that's because she's a fucking variant character. She's just a knockoff of the original character and stuck in the rock and the hard place. What kind of Supergirl do you want to see in a movie, Sully?
I want to see well, we've gotten really good representations of her. Like the CW show, as cringy as it was, I mean, Arrowverse was pretty fun, and I think Melissa Benoist was a pitch perfect Kara. So was Helen Slater back in the day in the '84 movie. So the new one, it's just I could just see through like the feminist programming in it, the vocal fry, the actress is portraying the role with, just like that's like the raspy voice and everything. It's like, no. I mean, I'm not sold that this is Kara. Kara's a nice person. She's likable. And this is like, feminist stuff is like, you don't have to be liked to be powerful or respected. And that's like baked into this.
In fact, if you're not liked, it makes you more powerful and respected.
Right. Men don't have to be liked to be respected. Men don't have to be liked to be powerful. And so Kara Zor-El is coming off in that kind of academic feminist intersectional BS, in my humble opinion. I mean, it starts with the vocal fry, and that is the biggest red flag for me, but besides that, the trailer looked pretty good.
Because you like Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie, right?
I hated that movie. I walked out on it.
How could you like the trailer? It looks aesthetically like the exact same film. All the sets are the same.
Well, firstly, the Guardians of the Galaxy, I shut off 10 minutes at the prison break. I was like, this is a ripoff of Boogie Nights. This is an Earthsats remake of Boogie Nights. If I want to watch Boogie Nights, I'll watch Boogie Nights. And so I just I didn't get into Guardians. All three.
I'm just gonna put it out there right now. Chris Pratt never pulls out the hog. Never happens in the movie. It's not a remake.
I am quit.
American Texan reads, howdy, party people. And Merry Christmas to y'all. If you could get one comic or collectible this Christmas, what would it be? I would love the hardcover deluxe edition of the Rye 4001 AD series that they printed several years back. It's like $400 now for a comic book, but that's the one I would definitely love, but it's a little bit too expensive. What would you love to have, Dylan?
Ooh, just Superman #1. In actuality, yeah. In actuality, I don't know what I'd really want right now off the top of my head. I mean, there's probably some absolute edition that I want to get my hands on, but I can't think of which one.
Something absolute edition. How about you, Dylan? I'm not Dylan, Sully. You guys look alike.
I thought about this. If I come across some some Amazon cash from relatives. I'm going to invest in IDW has a hardcover 3 volumes of the Star Wars newspaper strips, and they're done. Dark Horse reformatted all those panels to be on a comic book page, and they re-released it, colorized it in the early 90s. But these are like the old black and white strips in their proper like 3-panel progressions in daily strip form, and then a Sunday page. And that's what I want. I mean, Marvel re-released those the Dark Horse ones a few years back, but it's just not the same. So I want to invest the money, and they're out of print and they're a little expensive. And, I miss that. So I'm going to have to pay the price, literally. But that's what I want for Christmas.
How about you, Doc?
Oh, I mean, I'll take my AF-15 back, but
you have to give your house away with it.
No.
Then it's not a
So-
gift. Who's
Mhm.
making this? Who's bringing this gift? The Krampus?
He sold the book fair and square. You don't get it back for Christmas.
But if you're asking him what he wants for Christmas, he can want whatever he wants.
What I want for Christmas is something that I'm never going to get. Somebody wants to give me an AF-15 for Christmas.
I thought it was
have
crazy
no
with the $400 book. You're going with the $40,000 book.
Yes,
Might be $100,000 at this point, right?
probably.
Yeah.
But no, I figure. Alternatively, I'll take. You know what? There's one obscure variant that I cannot find. I almost bought a copy off Yule a couple of years ago, but he wasn't able to sell it. I think he was trying to facilitate a sale for somebody. Uncanny, I think it was 534. It was the Giants win the World Series variant. It's a really rare variant, and
Okay.
it's not stupid expensive. It's just impossible to find.
That's pretty cool. All right. How about you? You want another USS Flag Sparrow?
No. I mean, like, if we're just going with like unrealistic things, then I would like to be on a tropical island with some beautiful women and a small team of experts working out new ways that they could be nice to me. But barring that,
That is not a comic or a collectible. That's a dream.
Oh, that's true. I mean, but comic or collectible, I mean, I don't want to go like pie in the sky, like Impossible, because that's just kind of crazy. But I'd be happy if just somebody got me the Crystal Lockjaw 2-pack from Marvel Legends this year. That'd be nice. I'll be realistic.
There you go. Omega Man. Whenever I think of Gary Oldman, I think of the Lost in Space movie. Cool. Whenever I think of that movie, like 2/3 of the way through it, the reel broke and it stopped playing.
Oh, really?
And nobody said, "We would like you to get the movie going." It was all like, "We want credit. Go back to another movie." And I never finished it.
Do you think it's a Hallmark Christmas movie, kind of parallel because Lacey Shearbear's in it,
Maybe.
Oh, she still had the crunchy voice in that movie.
She was a kid then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a terrible film, but they did redeem it a bit with the Netflix Lost in Space show, which wasn't bad at all.
And Heather
Yeah, that
Graham,
show was good.
please. Oof.
Did anybody like the Lost in Space movie? Did anybody else have to see it in
No.
theater?
Yeah, I did.
I saw it in theater, yeah. And when they introduced that weird CGI monkey thing, I was already checked out, but I was like, oh God, no.
It was
No.
fun. I saw her
No, I
alone.
hate it.
It was a day at the movie theater. I guess, I ripped a joint, got blazed. I went and saw a stupid sci-fi movie, and it was mindless entertainment,
Mindlessly stupid.
mindlessly
Absolutely.
It was mindlessly stupid. And I love the old show. I grew up on that.
Yeah. I'd rather think of Tiptoes when I think of Gary Oldman
Tiptoes.
than Lost in Space.
I think of Jim Gordon in the Nolan trilogy. I thought he was amazing in that.
I think of Zurg. I think Zurg is one of his
Zorg.
most fun characters. Or Zorg, yeah. I'm sorry, Zurg. I'm confusing my Toy Story with my.
Think of him in True Romance, so he's
True
playing a
Romance?
wigger. That was
Oh, jeez.
He was a Rastafarian. There's a difference.
Jean Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. I love that Fifth Element.
Zal
You're-
Yin Podcast King should have been white from day one, anyways. No hate to John Majors, but he could have easily been a different character like Tombstone or 3D Man. John Majors would make a good Tombstone, wouldn't he?
No, I don't understand all the love for Jonathan Majors. I did not see a single performance from him in the.
I'm just
MCU
saying
that
he's
I
got
thought
the
was
look
good.
and the size that I think he
Yeah.
would be a pretty decent looking Tombstone.
Yeah. I mean, if he could do like the quiet.
But Kang is supposed to be Reed Richards' dad in the future, right?
And his grandson.
And this gets weird.
It's like Time Trapper. Like Time Trapper on DC, it's like his identity's always changing. You know what I mean? Suiting what era, so.
Yeah, it was like his grandfather and his great grandson.
I just want to say to Zents in the chat, I'm sorry, I can't approve your comment. I've tried, but it keeps giving me an error. So we're not ignoring you, and I generally approve all the comments that YouTube tries to block, but I can't approve yours.
Yeah,
no idea what you're talking about.
But honestly, I saw. I think the only thing Jonathan Majors was ever suited for was being the dumb guy that Creed had to beat up in Creed 3.
Yeah.
I never saw him as
You mean Clever Kang?
Yeah. Clever
Kang.
Kang.
Fine Tombstone. Omega Man, exactly, Dylan. Normies are fine with Superman. And Wes is right. It could have been way better, but it was a crowd pleaser in general. See that, Dylan? We're both right.
Yeah, we're both right. Look at
The
that.
Doc is right.
You know that fucking Thunderbolts was a better movie, though, right?
No, Superman was better than Thunderbolts.
No way.
Again, this is just this is like the James Gunn type thing. That was just a movie, a bunch of characters no one cares about. So that's why you're like, this is good.
There was real heart in that movie, which was completely lacking from Superman.
Complete opposite. There was real heart in Superman. That's the one thing James Gunn
I fell
does
in love with
consistently
Yelena Belova in that film. She was vulnerable.
That's great.
I think he's busting your balls, Dylan. I don't think this is a real take.
Well, no, he has come out before and said that he liked Thunderbolts better.
I do think Thunderbolt. I think it was the best superhero movie of the year. If you don't count K-pop Demon Hunters as a superhero movie.
No one does.
They should, because it's definitely a superhero movie. But no, it's not mainstream or anything like that. We're mainstream heroes. Omega Man's right. We're both right, Dylan.
Yeah.
We got Carlitos Figueroa. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Very generous. The MCU should have used a period after Endgame to rebuild gradually instead of going big with their projects. They shouldn't be too interconnected, allowing characters to develop independently before crossing over. The MCU mishandled it. They mishandled a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think the idea that they needed all of their MCU shows on Disney Plus, which is launching after that, to tie directly into all the movies to get people to go and subscribe was fool's gold. It never really worked, but it made everything very, very convoluted and very hard to work with. And it did feel like, Dylan, that they didn't really have a real plan. Like, obviously, they had a plan to get to Thanos in the first 3 pages. They didn't really have a plan. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to Kang because people like Jonathan Majors and Loki, even though it wasn't a very good show. And they even defeated Kang in the Ant-Man movie. It was all strange.
Yeah, they obviously didn't have a plan. They couldn't get a lot of these new characters over. And then the one they did, Shang-Chi, like that was the one that, generally speaking, like everyone I talked to was like, yeah, it's pretty fun. I like that. It wasn't mind-breaking or anything, but as far as this phase of MCU movies go, it was pretty good. And then they didn't come out with a sequel. They didn't do nothing else with them. They're like, hey, we got one of these new characters to land pretty well and just completely drop the ball. But we'll have Miss Marvel and everything.
Well, did the character land well, or did the movie just did okay and people were like generally felt like, it was entertaining, but like nobody cared about Shang-Chi. Nobody was like, I gotta see more
not
of
to
that
the level
Shang-Chi.
of Captain America or Iron Man or anything like that, obviously, but people did like him, and I think if they would have capitalized, they could have done well with him.
I don't think people even liked him as much as Ant-Man. They just
it's Paul Rudd, dude. That's a hard bar. Everyone loves Paul Rudd.
My point was they just didn't hate the movie, but they also didn't really talk. It was kind of like Avatar 2. Nobody fucking talked about it. They saw it, and then it just kind of got memory hold, and they moved on with their life.
I saw people on Twitter yesterday trying to argue that yes, because people go to see the movie because there was a crowd for Avatar 3 on its opening night, that it does have cultural impact, and I'm like, that's not the same thing. People seeing a thing and then not talking about it, there's no fan forums where people are speculating on what do you think is going to happen in Avatar 3. Like these characters are so rich, they could go in so many directions. Like, that's not happening. I'm sorry, I know I derailed there, but like, it just pissed me off when I saw people trying to make that case. We know people see the Avatar movies. The point is, nobody talks about them afterwards.
But that was the same thing as
We got like Avatar better than Superman.
Oh, you're insane.
I'm not just
That is such
enjoyable
a
film.
Avatar.
And my
bad.
point here was just that
It,
the Simu Liu had not, by the time that Shang-Chi came out, Marvel had not lost its full cultural cachet. They were just like, it was fine. Nobody was clamoring for another one.
Jesse Blaze
talked
Snyder
about
lost
it.
his fucking mind on Shang-Chi, dude. He hated that film.
I hated
get
that
it.
movie too because it was Iron Fist.
Yeah, I didn't care for
At no point was it Shang-Chi. Yes, a character named Shang-Chi was in it. At no point was there a Shang-Chi personality or story told.
If they cast Henry Golding, I think that the movie would have done a lot better. I think he's a better actor. I think he's obviously better looking. He would have been more popular in China. China hated it because they were like, Simu Liu is ugly. They actually, they find the guy that played Wenwu, the Mandarin, they found him to be handsome, but like they just don't like Simu Liu's look. So it would have performed better there. And then he wouldn't have been in that god-awful Snake Eyes movie that was terrible.
Don't believe Larry Hama agreed to any of those story notes, being like, "Oh, look, it's this revisionist history."
Yeah, okay. So that's right. I just googled it. Shang-Chi didn't have a Chinese release, and if I remember correctly, it was because Simu Liu talked about how his family fled China to Canada, and their life was much better there.
Yep.
So that's why it didn't get a release.
Yes.
So it wasn't because the Chinese people were like, he's not good looking.
No. I'm not saying they didn't see it because they didn't have the opportunity to see it. I'm saying like you could have had it in China if you'd cast Henry Golding, and the Chinese people were saying that Simu Liu was ugly. There was like a lot of things because they were like talking about the film, and they were saying like, he's an ugly actor.
He crashed and burned hard after that movie. People really liked him, and then like all that stuff came out like with his Reddit account, and then every time he opens his mouth, he's kind of an idiot. And it just,
he's on Reddit. They found that he was defending pedophiles, and
he's comparing to like being gay, and it was like, oh, dude, what we're doing here. Yeah, he's had a couple instances where just when he opens his mouth, it's like, you're not. Then he had that moment, remember, it was on the Barbie red carpet where he like tries to put his arm around Ryan Gosling, and Gosling just like sidesteps, like, no. It's like, I don't know. It's like, ew.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I guess, the whole thing is, it just didn't fail. That's all Shang-Chi did. It didn't fail. But even then, I think a lot of people, after watching it, they were like, it was all right.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people actually.
But there was
liked
always
the movie.
a but. There were always buts. It was
right.
But I hated that they brought back that stupid Mandarin. I hated that the fucking sister chick was so annoying. But there was a bunch of.
That's
buts.
the biggest sin of that movie.
And
is
the
giving us
non-powered
Aquafina, making Aquafina mainstream.
Yeah,
that was the worst thing in that movie.
Man, I went to go take a whiz. I come back and Doc is still going.
He's still going.
No. There was a lot of back and forth, and then Doc picked it up right as you came back. Aren't you glad?
How about this one? The phases 4, 5, and I think we're in 6. What's the best new character they released? I think it's the best new character in the MCU has been Yelena Belova.
The Sentry.
John.
Yeah, I was about to say John. Yeah. John, even though they try to paint him as bad, it didn't work.
Yeah, they tried to destroy him, and all they did was make him more endearing.
Who, John Walker?
He killed this terrorist that was part of murdering his friend. He's a bad guy.
Yeah.
What was your favorite, Sully? Reed?
I'm willfully willfully
No,
ignorant.
Reed Richards.
Oh, I thought
Reed.
you said weed as in something to smoke. Not
No.
no, not Reed Richard. No. I gotta be John Walker, I guess. Because I haven't seen any of the Disney Plus stuff. You know,
That's where
You're not
John Walker
missing
was
out.
introduced.
right. I mean, I've seen all the clips, and I thought that
That's
Wyatt
all you
Russell
need.
looks- yeah,
Yeah,
Wyatt
all
Russell
you need
looks
is the
great.
clips.
And
Whoa, somebody's saying I'm Sully.
hey, yo, Kalichi's in there
That
throwing
is
elbows. Yo, watch
disrespect.
it. I take
I think
full
Elena's
credit.
great. She's got roots. You know what I mean?
I like
I do.
Elena,
In her
but
hair?
Yes.
she
Yeah,
was the
when you got
best part of
blonde
that
with the
terrible
roots.
Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean she's good. Her performance is good. I mean, I like
She was
her,
a
but
good
I just think
boy.
But I think that John Walker, he did nothing wrong. He killed a
Yeah.
terrorist in the same show where the guy that's supposed to hero, the guy that we're gonna put in a movie and try to make him the next Captain America, floats down holding a terrorist leader.
You gotta
like
stop
they're-
calling them terrorists.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Meanwhile, John Walker's like, you know what? You killed my friend, and it's like if the part in the show, I've said this before, but the part in the show where she tells John Walker, "I didn't mean to kill your friend. It's not my intention to kill anybody who doesn't matter." And in that moment, I was like, "Cut her head off, John. Just take your homemade shield and just cut her head off."
Was that Dumb and Dumber? Kill him. Hurricane Clark. I love you guys, but Superman was amazing. I loved all the characters. I love Crypto. I love the jokes. Saw it 3 times in theaters.
There you go. I saw it twice in theaters. I didn't hate it.
Dylan, how many times? Did you go 3 times? Did this guy beat you?
I went more than 3 times. I went several times. I can't. How many times did I see it?
Several
saw it
could mean
like-
2 or 3.
I saw it like 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
And
That was
Dylan really
something.
likes Man of Steel, so it's not even like a Snyder versus Gunn
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
for him.
It's not like he has good taste in Superman movies. You got a
Yeah,
point.
Dylan just loves Superman, and that's good. You should love Superman.
The Superman movie was good, dude. I don't know. Well, considering we never got a sequel to Man of Steel, I was like, I don't know. Next time maybe I'll see Superman on the big screen. So I went and
He was
saw it.
fine.
I saw it as many times as I could. I like Superman. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. It's not the greatest movie I've ever seen, but it got Superman right. It got Lex right. I enjoyed it. I think people overplay
Definitely
how
got
much.
Lex very right.
I think people overplay how much Superman didn't do anything, and all he did was get saved the whole movie. He just got his ass. But I think people
He got his
overplay
ass
it
beat a lot.
All that
But,
is
like,
explained
the premise of
in the
premise of the
movie.
movie. Yeah, the premise of the movie is he's had a really great 3-year run, and this is the
He-
first time that he's
Yeah,
No,
lost.
you were just
he-
complaining about him getting his ass beat all the time.
Well,
and now
no,
you're
see,
defending him?
you guys here. I want to say you guys have
That's not what I
sucked.
said.
You guys have sucked the joy out of this movie for Aaron because when I talked, we were on what were we? We were on what's the name of his show that we were on where we talked about Superman? Why can't I think of the name of it? Neither Josh's show. What's the name of his show?
Oh,
Pop by culture.
That's
Pop
it.
by culture.
We were on Pop by Culture, and both me and Aaron were like, "Yeah, it's pretty good. We enjoyed it. We had a good time." And Josh like shit on it the entire time and hated it. But then each time Aaron's talked about it since, Aaron's gone lower and lower. I'm like, "You guys are sucking it out.
Yeah,
You're sucking the joy out of this movie for Aaron. Stop it."
Stop.
He liked it.
You guys are
Crazy.
psychic vampires, and you're stealing my joy.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's good.
Tommy said he saw it 3 times.
Yeah, see.
But then Virtual Reality Fitness says that Zack Snyder's Superman looked better
Well, like,
visually.
I guess you could give
As a
visual, yeah.
film, or just Superman
Yes, like
himself?
the effects and the
The fights
cinematography
were
and
definitely better in Man of Steel. I'll definitely
Yeah.
say that.
I like
There's
Gunn's
nothing
colors.
there's
I
nothing
like
even
the-
close to the Man of Steel fight in Superman. I can agree with that.
I mean, visually, I prefer like Gunn's vision of popping eye catching color instead
Actual
of the
color?
muted, actual
Yeah.
color instead of like the muted tones of Man of Steel and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Which was
Yeah, I
ended up
get,
being
I get
pretty
tired of that burnished look. That
All I'm saying is
loves.
Hurricane Clark, if you want to see an amazing Superman film, go see Superman 2. It's amazing. That's how you do it.
Try to watch the director's cut, though.
You
good.
don't need to see the director's cut. They got it right the first time in theaters, man. That's great.
Superman
there's too much-
3.
There's too
It's
much
very
dumb
underrated.
comedy in that. Not as much dumb comedy as 3, but like.
As long as Superman 3 is rated as terrible, it's rated perfectly.
Yes.
Was Richard Lester the director of Superman 2, the guy that came in and did the did Superman
Probably.
2? Because he liked slapstick comedy too much.
Federico de la Casa, I despise Black Panther Wakanda Forever because for me, the show was it was very racist. It showed a black versus Latino gang, but with fancy costumes. But the worst was the last Thor. So for me, I think the two worst are Thor: Love and Thunder and Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. I think both of those are far worse than Wakanda Forever.
I think Wakanda Forever is worse because it's longer. Thor: Love and Thunder is like pretty short. I think it might still be the shortest MCU movie. It's up there. To where Black Panther Forever, I think, is one of the longest, and it's terrible. It's an awful movie. The entire of that movie is bad, and it's so long, and it keeps going.
But Angela Bassett is fucking chewing up the scenery, owning the entire film. She puts in a great performance. You get nothing like that in any of those other movies.
Yeah, no, she puts in an epic performance. It's just surrounded by a bad film. It's unfortunate.
Well, it's just it's like a eulogy film. It's weird.
The movie's bad.
Yeah, it's like, let's cash in. I mean, like they act like they were trying to do something really, like we really want to honor, the Chadwick Boseman's legacy, and we want to make a whole lot of money off of his legacy, and capitalize on his death and make everybody, and emotionally manipulate everybody into seeing this movie over and over again. I just found it crass, and the movie wasn't good, and saying that you found it racist. I mean, there's certainly things in there like, oh, we're gonna make the Atlanteans all Hispanic, and then not thinking about like, and how do you defeat Namor? We got to dry off his back. It's like it's like, what are you doing?
Everything about that movie was poorly conceived.
The music's good. I'll say that.
I mean, I didn't even think the music was that great for it compared to the first one. I thought the first one's music was a lot better, but no, it was just not a good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
LK8181. Anyone see the Wonder Man short videos? They are not good. More proof that the show is going to be an echo level disaster. The only proof that you needed to know that it was going to be an echo level disaster is when they released it all when they decided to release it all at the exact same time.
Or no, the bigger indicator that it was going to be an epic disaster is when they canceled it 2 years ago and then still put it out.
The biggest indication that it was going to be a disaster when they said we're doing a show about Wonder Man.
Yeah. I thought the dead giveaway was the typeface on the title card. I mean, that tells you like everything about the intentions of a show. It's really sublime. And I'm like, look at that typeface. I mean, I can't take you seriously. It was weird. It's like no, it wasn't Papyrus.
Comic Sans?
It was no, it was like that 70s like TV style kind of thing. It looks like I wish I was better with identifying typeface and font, man.
Something that you would see on a Austin Powers.
It looks like the Wonder Years,
I will say this, just post Endgame stuff. I watched the Guardians Christmas special again the other night.
It's pretty good.
It is delightful.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Actually, that one's a lot of fun.
Kevin Bacon.
Carlitos Figueroa. While it's still early and James Gunn's decisions are questionable, so far I'm entertained. I'm willing to give it a chance to see where it goes. I love Superman 2025. Man, we're getting a lot of Superman love in here. Dylan must feel really good, huh, dude?
Yeah, it's surprised. You generally don't see that here. Totally outside of this, I see a lot of people liking it, but here it's really everyone be like, "This is the worst movie ever." That's
I never even came close.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying the chat. Generally, the chat is always saying this movie is like awful. So I'm
they're
I'm
always saying the Flash is awful.
There's some good qualities about it.
Restore my joy.
Don't try to sneak that in here.
Build my joy back up for this film.
Did you see the first screenshots or the shots from the set of Clayface?
I've seen the behind the scenes stuff, like the
bandaged up and shit.
Yeah.
So I still think it's a terrible idea.
Yeah. I kind of agree with this comment about like I'm not really too stoked about what we've seen, like as far as the future and like how he has everything set up. But so far, I'm entertained as far as Superman goes.
That's because you didn't finish Peacemaker.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think you should have to go back.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think I should have to watch Peacemaker to understand the next iteration of the DC.
I think you have to watch Peacemaker to understand the next Superman movie. That's what they said. They're going to pay off cliffhangers from the show in that, right?
James Gunn says a lot of things.
That's what I'm about to say. James Gunn says a lot. So
He does say a lot.
how about
doesn't he?
that? Yeah.
Dylan Lindsay, member of the channel for 4 months. Thank you so much, brother. Merry Christmas. I hope we all have a fantastic holiday. So are they getting rid of Cal to push Supergirl before her upcoming movie?
Because it's Superboy
No,
Prime.
I think it has to. It only has to do with DCK. I don't think that DC Comics thinks about movie synergy the way that like the MCU and Marvel Comics
Right.
do.
Yeah.
I think it's story purposes in DCKO. Is that what you're feeling, Dylan?
Yes, definitely. Because that's when he's
Yeah.
going away. Is after that. So
I'm assuming he wins and he has to leave before he destroys the Earth or something.
yeah, because you
Or-
remake the universe however you want. So see how that goes.
Zolyan Podcast, Unrealistic Christmas Gift, a continuation of Sideways series with Kenneth Rockefeller's art again. Why did they make it just stop? Why even bother? Sideways was good. And obviously
Yeah.
Kenneth Rockefeller is a legend. But that
Yeah,
whole
he's-
New Age of Heroes thing was weird. I really liked Damage. I liked Sideways pretty decent. I love the Terrifics, but my favorite probably was the Silencer book.
Yeah, the Silencer book was fun. I
That
liked
one
I
was,
liked Damage once Lepresti came onto it. I ended up liking it more.
And then
draws good
it was
pictures.
on the Silencer. I think it was
Ramita Jr.
no, 2 issues. He was Victor Bogdanovich took over.
Oh yeah, and then it got really good.
Yeah.
But Kenneth is doing his own book, Grokken, on he's like just did book 3. So check out that. That's a fun book.
Yeah. Did you like any of the New Age Hero, Dylan?
Yeah, I like Sideways pretty good. Damage was good. I didn't care for Silencer because they just did what they always do, which is they just had her beat up Deathstroke. So that was just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was-
more
that
of
was
this,
dumb.
more of this. Yeah, new
Deathstroke's like
character.
the Brooklyn Brawler. Somebody's got to take the fall. You know what I mean?
He didn't
Get the
used
genre
to
out
be
there.
like that.
Remember, speaking of Arkham Origins, Dylan, do you remember that first trailer with Batman fighting Deathstroke in the snow? That is
You got Deadshot. That is awesome. I know those are very expensive to make, but imagine like an hour and a half like movie in that stock. That'd be so cool.
that'd be incredible.
Awesome.
Sully, did you get to any of the New Age of Heroes, or had you already checked out?
No, I had checked out by then. That was in my during my Heroes in Crisis years of abstaining from DC Comics. I missed the entire
That was-
Infinite. Frontier.
That was
Came out
before
before that.
Infinite. That was before Heroes in Crisis.
It followed up on Dark Knight's Metal.
Okay,
And then
I
it's
think-
like a year before you get that Heroes in Crisis stuff, right?
okay, yeah. I think I kind of started fizzing out around Snyder's The Forge, and yeah, remember those when he was trying to, they were trying to put the Signal over, and all the metal, the dark metal lead-ins. I think it was metal. No, it was the metal lead-ins.
Dylan's
I
the
think
only
I-
person I've ever met that likes the Signal.
Really, I thought that
Yeah.
Duke was a really good character once, but once he became the Signal, they had no idea how to use him, especially giving him some weird metahuman power set. I mean, he was just better off being another costume crime
When
fighter.
have I ever talked about Duke ever?
Oh, you said you loved to. I assume you were talking about the Signal.
When did I ever
He
say
wasn't
that?
G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
you're
only
talking
one-
about G.I. Joe? My bad.
There's only 2 Dukes. One is John Wayne, and the other is Conrad Hauser.
Okay. Galb says no one likes Sumi Lu. I don't
No,
like
I
Sumi
hate-
Lu.
I hate Sumi Liu.
Aw.
I think we intentionally get his name wrong from now on.
But Sumi Lu, it sounds like
Is that a
Dylan
character
was
in
the
K-pop
fan.
Demon Hunters?
Oh, gee.
Maybe. Yeah, he's the dude from the Barbie movie.
Yeah, we went while you were gone. We talked about Simu Liu a good bit.
Yeah. I think somebody probably likes him. I'm not a big fan.
He likes himself more, enough for everybody. So
Uh-huh.
XR Kun says, always remember there were no Asian action stars before Simu Liu.
None.
Oh, he didn't
Oh.
make that claim, did he?
he comes. I don't know a direct quote, but like he definitely he elevates himself in a way that's ridiculous. Also,
He
points
does
for,
kind of, yeah.
points for naming yourself XR Kun.
Because I know what's her face, Jennifer Lawrence. There are no female action heroes before her. I didn't remember Simu doing that one.
Yeah.
Every time I see an actor do an interview like a Jennifer Lawrence or a Simu Liu or Rachel Zegler, I just think of that quote: "It's better to be silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt."
Yeah.
Mm.
Tyrannogast. I'm sorry about that one. Hail Aficionados. Going to meet Dan Brereton from Nocturnals at my local FCS today. Then off to see the family for the holidays. Rogers is Cap. Peter Parker is Spidey. EU is the only Star Wars. Merry Christmas all.
Merry Christmas.
You got a lot of opinions there, and I'm liking
Yeah.
all of them, and I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter.
Sweet.
Very nice. I hope the meet and greet goes well at your LCS. They've set up a cool thing for you there. But I'm with you, man. I'm getting more and more into the Star Wars expanded universe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm too late, but the cool thing is I know the exact ending.
It's all new if you haven't read it yet, and there's so much to it, and there's so much to enjoy, and you're gonna have a great time spending your free time in the expanded universe. You really are. It's a blast.
Yep, good.
So I've read a bunch of the novels and stuff like that. Technically, Dylan, when I get these Star Wars video games, is that going to be EU? Is that considered part of that?
It's technically EU, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be books and comic books that play off of the characters in these games?
Some of them, yeah.
For example, if you play the Jango Fett Bounty Hunter game, that game, there's a book out by Hayden Blackman called Jango Fett Open Seasons that is fantastic. I can't remember who the artist is, but the art is great. And it is a great story that tells you the history of Jango Fett that leads up to that video game.
I don't have the Jango Fett. It's Jedi Academy 2, Pod Racers, Legacy of the Force 1 and 2, maybe.
And
then there's
You're getting like half
Republic
these wrong, but
yeah.
What are you talking
Republic
about?
Commando.
there's no Jedi Academy 2. I wish it's
And
Jedi
dipping-
Outcast.
and
Jedi
dipping your
Outcast.
toe, and dipping your toe into
Which comes before Jedi Academy.
and
He's
it's
getting
Star Wars
you're
is
getting Knights of the
amazing.
Old Republic 1 and 2 though, right?
that's true. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What just got announced more like Old Republic stuff, which we might have by 2030. That was announced at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
announced? More movies,
Fate of the
television
Old
shows?
Republic.
What?
We got 2 game. What's the Game Awards? So we got games, but we got 2 games announced. So we got like basically a new pod racer game, which looks cool, but it takes place in like the sequel era. But it's just racing, so who cares? And then we got like a new Old Republic style game that's going to be coming out. But the guy that said it was like, it'll come out before 2030 probably. So 2029 at the earliest.
But it got
So
you
what-
excited.
What attractive actress are they going to hire to be the lead and then have the animators go in and really uglify her?
Who knows? We didn't really get much. We got a little bit for the pod racing game. We got like a whole trailer for that, but the other one we didn't. The Old Republic one we didn't get a whole lot.
I mean, the Old Republic MMO is still going.
Yeah.
Is it fun? Should we join a guild or something?
It is fun. I had a good time with it, and then I fell off when I didn't have time to play games anymore. But I had a lot of good stuff. I won a lot of stuff in the Galactic Market, and I was riding around.
Do you want to
on
have some good
T-Rex.
friends that'll watch your back? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not adverse to it.
All right. Well, I have to look into that one. And Merry Christmas to Tyrannogast. Hurricane Clark, I have G.I. Joe FOMO. I want to start Real American Hero, but I remember you saying it's hard to start with 301. How important is it is the end of the IDW run? I never said it was hard to start there. Exactly. I say you should start with 301 and
Mhm.
skip all the IDW stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
you want to go back and you want to get the history of the characters, the IDW's released 2 compendiums, and they're discounted on Amazon for Christmas.
Ooh.
They're just big, thick tomes, of newsprint. So you got all the original colors and everything. I definitely recommend going and picking that up. The second volume, so it's 1 through 50, and then you would think the second volume would be 51 through 100, but they it only gets up to like 75 because they put in a lot of the G.I. Joe special missions and they kind of insert them, so you get all of that too. So if you want to start at the beginning, I would say do that, but you can jump into 301 and just start reading.
That's what I did. I hadn't been reading A Real American Hero.
Yeah,
Just jump right in
301's a
there.
great jump on spot. It really is. It's designed that way for you to get in and get in. One of Larry Hama's biggest strengths, going all the way back to its earliest Real American Heroes, is always using character names and the word balloons. And people refer to each other by their code names. Like, every single opportunity you can get at least once. So it refreshes it. Oh yeah, this is Tunnel Rat. Oh yeah, this is Lady J. And everything, like little military jargon, you can always see in the narrative caption, like, the asterisk, editor note. I love that stuff.
I always love that he has characters talking about their gun. When in a fight, he's like, I'm going to hit him with this and blah, 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 the M203, like whatever gun it is. And like whatever the thing, I always loved that. And somehow he makes it feel natural.
So I think we all
started
started at 301, right?
No.
I was
Started
reading
at,
I was reading the IDW stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I restarted at 301. Yeah.
I did.
I read a good chunk of the IDW stuff and then stopped at the Death of Snake Eyes because it was so terrible.
That was really bad.
And then
Yeah.
came back on 301? Because you're reading the trade. Right?
Yeah. And then I came back, and
Has
I've
that
read
been
all the
revealed? Like,
Skybound stuff.
is he a clone and that's his that his mind got transferred into a new body? Is that what happened?
Brainwave scanner, baby.
Yeah, because he can talk now.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't have a messed up face anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you started at 301, right, Doc? Doc was here, wasn't he?
Is he in Flavor Country?
No,
Oh.
no, I
What'd you
did
do?
not start at 301. I started around 310.
Okay, you can
Because
even
I
start at
wasn't-
310.
I wasn't buying new comics when 301 came out. It took me, I don't know, almost a year of you guys.
So the G.I. Joe
telling me that
kicked
it
off
was-
and you had to get it, right?
Yeah, because I skipped all of the prequel Joe solo minis. And then I went back and bought Duke and Destro.
Oh, you gotta
I never bought Cobra Commander.
get Cobra Commander. Cobra Commander's really good.
And at the time, you guys were talking about how good a Real American Hero was, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm already here. I grabbed an issue, and I'm like, actually, you know what, it is really good. I really didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what the status of anything was, because I guess it was right after the Battle of Springfield. And it was kind of like in a point where they were, I guess, rebuilding. I don't know. Was that still under the IDW, or was that right at the beginning?
No, that's
you came in at like the
301.
Cobra of Civil War and like dropping. I loved it. The bad guy, the Revanche, the AI is dropping weaponized zombie Cobra troopers of every variety, and they're not just zombies; they're also killer cyborgs. It is
Cobra-
so
Yeah.
over the top.
I missed
Casino.
all of that.
That was
Yeah,
so
I missed
fun.
all of that. The casino is still going on.
Mhm.
But I missed the whole thing before that. But
Let's not
doesn't
spoil it
matter.
all
It's
for
still
Hurricane
good.
Clark, fellas, all right? We
we
want to
Well,
go around and check it out.
I missed those first 10 or 12 issues anyways.
So very good. You can definitely go do that, brother. So we probably have a little bit of time to talk some of the amazing Spider-Man Brand New Day Avengers Doomsday trailer leaks. Obviously, we've talked about this quite a bit, but the big thing is that Steve Rogers is returning as Captain America. Basically,
We don't know that. All they've said is that Steve Rogers will return. If they're probably going to have him show up and tell Falcon
He's gonna
how he's
be
a better Cap. He's a
Hydra
you're a better
Supreme.
Cap than I ever was.
Are we gonna have a third Falcon thing in a row where it's just everyone telling him you deserve to be Cap, buddy? Because that's all Falcon and Winter Soldier was. That's all his Captain America movie was, and now we're having another one where it's like now we need Steve Rogers to do it to really.
No,
really fit.
Steve needs to show up because it hasn't worked so far. No one else has validated him into the world accepting him. So now they need Steve Rogers to show up in his still, it was one thing for Steve Rogers, old man Steve Rogers, to show up and validate him and give him the shield. It's another thing for kind of still maybe in his prime Steve Rogers to show up and validate him and say you're the real Cap, because that's what it's going to do. And if they do that, I'm going to walk out of the fucking theater, demand my money back, and never see another fucking MCU movie. All right, you listening, Russos?
Man, that poor 16-year-old theater worker has to deal with you, and that's I feel sorry for
Dodge it
that
out
person.
I ain't gonna say shit to that dude other than this movie sucks. Give me my money back.
Oh man.
But
Yeah,
so
I never
I just
never
imagine it
take
being
it
the
out on.
okay. Level.
I never take it out on the hourly employee. It's always gonna
no,
be.
yeah, Doc wouldn't do that. But I imagine it being the pimple-faced kid from The Simpsons.
Yeah, from The Simpsons. Yeah.
Oh, can I help you, sir? And Doc is like, that movie sucked. I want my money back. Oh.
like I didn't make the movie.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
you
I didn't
do.
say you
But
did.
you do have my money. You didn't make the movie, but you got my money, bitch. So give me my money back.
So how do I know?
I bought the popcorn. I bought the soda. You made your money on me. I'm
I
not
got a
asking for that.
$50 popcorn bucket. So how do I know I even watched the right trailer on YouTube? I looked it up this morning to prepare for the show. I did not go see Avatar. I'm not an Avatar fan.
Because it looked like it was filmed on a potato.
Yeah, Steve walked into a house and
Yeah,
like,
he
looks
stops
at
the
a baby.
motorcycle. He puts the motorcycle helmet with the red, white, and blue trim. So it kind of had, there's your Easter egg for that late 70s Captain America TV
I wish
show.
he had the helmet. I wish he took that actual helmet off.
Helmet with the A and the airs. Yeah. And, but in my web search on YouTube, I saw another one that had an Andrew Garfield looking guy in a black costume. And I'm like, this is definitely AIBS. And, but so what I saw was, kind of authentic, so Steve Rogers going into the house and picking up an infant. Was that what I saw?
Yeah, because he's
Yes.
James Gunn just announced who Brainiac is, by the way. I just
Ooh.
saw that on Twitter.
I hope it's
Lars
Rogan.
Lars Edgen, whoever this guy is. I've never heard of him. They just tweeted it out.
All right, some guy named Energon. Awesome.
Yeah.
Lars Energon.
I just put the Twitter link in the chat if you guys want to look at it. Yeah.
Okay.
Edinger. I'm terrible with names. But yeah, Lars is playing Brainiac.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anything this guy's in.
And then there are going to be 3 more
What?
trailers.
I see the face and I can
Yeah.
see it being painted green and looking good as Brainiac. So
Yes, there will be 3 more trailers. One with Thor, one with Tony Stark as Doom, and
Yes, that'll be the last one.
and one with. Oh yeah, that's 3.
But I mean, is it really?
No,
the
wait,
best-
that's 2. Who the fuck's the third?
There's a
They
Thor
have this-
one, so there's a Tony one.
Thor,
there's a Steve
Tony,
one.
Steve,
It's
and
gotta
there
be
was a fourth.
Shang-Chi, dude.
I
No.
hope it's
What about Captain Marvel?
No,
I-
it was.
Carol is back.
I find
Fuck.
Simu Liu to be far more irritating than I find Brie Larson to be. So
One of them
I disagree on that.
I'm hoping it's like
is Cap, or I'm sorry, Steve Rogers. The other one is Thor and Loki. The final one will be Doom, and then what would the other one be?
Natalia
They
Romanoff
announced
as the
them.
Red Skull. How's that?
No, it's going to be
No,
Hulk,
there's a-
right?
no,
Bruce
it's just a
Banner
general.
as Savage Hulk.
No, it's a general
Ooh.
trailer. There's a like so for
I don't
Endgame-
think we get that till the Super Bowl.
No, that they've said that's the roadmap,
Oh.
and they're doing it over the 4 weeks of like the first 4 weeks of Avatar. I guess they have this idea that like MCU fans will be so hyped they'll go to see each one as if it won't be leaked on the internet immediately. It's like, what era are you living in, Disney?
We don't
but-
need. We don't. It's a trailer. We don't give a fuck about seeing it in ultra high def.
Yeah,
We're like,
and
okay. Cool.
Oh, I need to see an ultra high def. I need to see Chris
People
Evans
went
walk
and
into a house and pick up a baby. In high
People
def.
went to go see movies because the first Star Wars trailer was going to be on it, though. It worked.
That's
before.
different. That was after years and years, and people were finally getting the prequels. And
Are you excited about the brand new day stuff, Doc? We got to see Sadie Sink. Apparently, she's Jean Grey.
Oh,
you're gay,
yeah.
Peter. You're gay.
That's not
I-
gonna happen.
I feel like this is them gonna do Ultimate Spider-Man with teenage Jean Grey hanging out for a while, where they became friends for reasons that I don't quite remember because it's been 15 years since those issues came out.
Apparently, the hand is in there. Yeah.
I mean,
That'd be
all
strange.
right. So now you have a excuse to have Daredevil show up.
I mean, you already got the
Yes.
Punisher in this movie.
Yeah. So you'll have the hand, and Daredevil might show up right at the end of it or something. You already had Charlie Cox in the last one anyway.
Hope they have
so
Elektra show up. She was hot.
Yeah,
Wicked
I don't
hot.
think
Jennifer
I don't
Garner's
think
getting up
Elodie-
there in age, dude.
ridiculously
No, we're
hot.
talking
I'm talking
about
about
Elodie
Young.
Elodie Young. Oh, she was
Oh,
so
yeah.
hot.
But no, I saw that they did announce they're doing a fucking solo Wolverine movie.
Another one?
I mean, yeah, with Hugh Jackman.
He's already done 3.
I know he's apparently there was an announcement that they were doing another one. That they're
Anybody else agree that the Wolverine is very, very underrated? as a
Very
film?
underrated.
It
The
is.
sound
Direct-
design in that
Wolverine-
movie was amazing.
Yeah, until
director's
until the
cut
final
is-
act.
Yes, the director's cut is really good until you get to the Silver Samurai at the end.
Pretty
The
much.
big old mech. Because in that, it
Yeah.
actually pissed me off so much about that movie. He says "fuck you, pretty boy," and then sprints away and runs from him. In the director's cut, he actually goes and he kills a ton of those guys and realizes he's losing time and he has to get to go save his girl. But in the movie, he's like "fuck you, pretty boy," and then runs. It's like it's the most un-Wolverine thing ever.
But the
It's so
train fight was
stupid.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, the train fight was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a very, very
Haven't seen it, was cool.
underrated movie. I think
People
the
act
real-
like it's
one-
Wolverine Origins, and it's not.
Oh, I like Wolverine.
It's not.
in
Nothing
Wolverine
is
Origins
Wolverine
is
Origins.
terrible.
I like the
I-
director's cut of the Wolverine better than Logan.
I
I
do.
agree. I will
Um,
go with Dylan on that.
But part of the reason why I think is because the Wolverine went through so many different directorial changes before it came out that everybody thought we got the inferior movie because James Mangold ended up directing it, but it was supposed to be the dude that did Requiem for a Dream and The Fountain.
Yeah,
He was
did the Noah
supposed to
movie.
direct it.
Pie.
Yeah.
Aronson, right?
It's
Yeah,
Aronofsky.
Darren Aronofsky.
All right. Yeah,
Aronofsky
yes.
was supposed to do it and then backed out, and then there was somebody else that was supposed to do
Yeah, I
it.
feel like he'd give
And
us a
then we-
really weird Wolverine.
Yeah.
He might have, but he also might have given us a really good Wolverine. I have no
True.
fucking clue.
I like
I just-
General Ballsack for the most part, but he says Wolverine Origins was amazing, as good as K-pop Demon Hunters.
You my boy, Balzac. I
Right,
love
but-
that dumb movie.
Agent
movie
Agent
is awful.
Balzac
It's
is a
terrible.
ball buster, so I don't know if you can take
Oh
that
my
as
goodness.
gospel.
Come on, Liev Schreiber and Hugh Jackman had great chemistry.
Look, there's-
actually, they
yeah,
did.
sure. And
As a
it's like-
kid, I liked that movie, but you can't revisit it. It's not.
No.
I mean, I love the whole thing. Oh, they finally
That-
found a way to shut you up, Wade.
That
I mean,
was
I thought
the-
that was funny.
That was the first PG-13 movie I saw in theaters. I was 11. I was like, this is so
Oh, wait.
cool.
General Ballsack says he's drunk. Okay, that explains it.
At
The
8
most
a.m. or,
underrated-
at noon.
Well,
you know.
people all over the world.
be in
But the
England.
most underrated one, I think, is Punisher Warzone. For some
Uh-huh.
reason, nobody.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't realize how great that one is. That's the best Punisher film ever.
Ray
Probably
Stevenson
the
is
best live action Punisher. Period.
Ray Stevenson is the
And-
best Punisher ever.
Yes, and unfortunately, like Lexi Alexander get fucking blacklisted for Hollywood after that movie,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
and
How
that
many
movie
bad
was
movies-
fucking excellent.
And it's like, okay, even if it was a bad movie, let's say, just everybody was like, oh, it's a bad movie, it's terrible, she did a terrible job. Like, how many male directors get to make terrible movies again and again and again? And Lexi Alexander, it's not a bad movie. It just didn't perform well. It's
I mean-
directed well. It's fun. It's a good Punisher movie.
How many times is that chick that did Monster that what's her name that plays Jane Foster really likes need to fuck up in Hollywood before she stops getting work?
Charlize Theron? Is that?
No, not Charlize Theron.
Not the
The-
actor,
the-
the
the-
director.
The
Oh,
director.
okay. Oh, that was Patty
Um,
Jenkins?
Patty Jenkins. How many
Okay.
times does Patty Jenkins have to fail before, or
Well,
Ava
Patty
DuVernay.
Jenkins' Monster won some Oscars, and
I-
Wonder Woman is the best performing,
Yeah.
or was the best performing female superhero movie of all time until Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but everything else she's ever done has been a massive flop. How many times does Ava DuVernay have to fail before she could stop getting work?
Well, you just don't.
Give me fucking Lexi Alexander back.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't give Patty Jenkins creative control over the script.
Yes,
It seems to be
exactly.
the, but I think she's perfectly competent at like taking somebody else's script and putting it on film.
Like the female Zack Snyder.
Yeah, just don't let her write.
Don't
I never
let him
saw-
like
in.
JJ Abrams, don't let
Yep.
him write.
Yep.
I never saw Wonder Woman 84. Was it?
Yeah, I didn't either.
It,
It was abysmal.
don't watch it. It's terrible.
It's so
It's-
bad.
I love the
Okay.
fact
It
that
didn't look good.
I love my favorite part was when she Spider-Man swung
Uh-huh.
across the entire city from airplanes, and it took her like 20 minutes.
With
to
the lasso?
Yeah.
Yes, she used the lasso to Spider-Man swing herself across DC. It somehow took 20 minutes.
No, she
I
did it
could
on
dr- I
lightning. You can walk DC in 20 minutes and
I
don't
could,
get stabbed.
yes.
She also rapes a guy, so there's that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That
And-
poor
and
guy
it
who
still took her
doesn't have
like
control of his mind.
So somehow she manages to take 20 minutes to get across the city in something that should have taken her. She could have jumped there faster.
I know everyone hates Pedro Pascal, but he was fun as just like the dumb Maxwell Lord in the movie. He was like the best part of that movie.
I don't think,
Right.
like for the most part, I never take issue with his performances. I think as a performer, he's a good actor, and he invests in in what he's doing.
Yeah, and
He's
that's what
Miscast
that
it a
wa-
lot.
he is definitely. So yeah, but that was like the thing that everyone came out of that movie was everyone quoting. It was life is good, but it could be better. Like he was great
Mhm.
as that like cheap Maxwell Lord.
Man, Zents29 says that he quit his job, but he's been bombed for 3 days because he's got a new job, but he hasn't started yet. I was like, that's a
All
fucking plan.
right.
Celebrate.
Shit, that shit works. That dog will eat, Well, very good. Man, nobody read Wonder Woman this week, right?
No.
Oh,
Why would
It's
we?
awful.
Tom King.
yeah.
I can't believe they're giving him a Wonder Woman like event type thing. Wonder War.
Who likes
Wonder
it? 'Cause I
why.
don't even see like anyone on Twitter that talks well about this Wonder Woman series. I see no one that enjoys it.
I guarantee you, League of Comic Geeks likes it.
Probably. That place is a little strange.
Mm.
They like everything. The shittier
that's
the
not
better.
true.
It seems.
Yeah.
It's got mostly negative ratings for Wonder Woman 28. 2.7 is the average.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See,
So
even
again,
League of Comic
no one
Geeks.
likes this Wonder Woman.
Is Sam Pear still on the book?
Yes. Yeah, he's still the artist.
It sounds
That's
like
what-
I
that-
owe League of Comic Geeks an apology.
That's what Tom King does best: is holding great artists hostage.
Wow, it is mostly negative, isn't it? Yeah, even the League of Comic Geeks gave up on this thing.
Oof. The crowd has turned on you. Sorry, Tom King. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Oh no, my head.
And the event isn't even going to be happening like right now within DC Comics. It's going to be happening in the future when Trinity's an adult, I guess. So even nothing that happens will mean anything. Anyway.
Right. Just like Age of Revelation. None of this stuff is going to matter. It's an alternate future. They're just stories for story's sake. There you go.
Fiend Machine is correct. If you go to League of Comic Geeks, they hate Jeremy Adams and Mark Miller for no reason whatsoever, and they just like
That's true.
bash them on any book that they do. It's
That's true. Well,
weird.
I mean, they hate them. They hate them because of their perceived politics.
They might hate Tom King because they think he's a war criminal. You might
Yeah,
be
it is
right on that one.
100%.
Oh,
A lot
that
of
is
people
right.
hate him because of that. That was when the big shift happened, because a lot of people, you had a lot of people that really liked Tom King or buying into his style, and then
They found out he had a job before he was a comic writer.
yeah, and he had that one panel where he like bragged about torturing people. So that was interesting. He was on that.
It's weird to me though how when you write something for a character, people think that that's obviously what you believe. Like this weird thing. Like if you write an issue with the Red Skull and you have the Red Skull espouse his ideology, then people are like, "Oh, you agree with that." It's like, no, I'm writing a villain.
That's the one thing I'll defend Bendis on. His horrible Superman run, but he had like a bad guy say something bad. I think he said retard or something. And people were so mad at the language he used. Like, he's a bad guy. What are we like? It was a villain. It was like some gangster, some like sleazy gangster saying something. Of course, they're gonna use uncouth language. Like, yeah, it's a bad guy. Why are people getting mad about this?
You hurt your feelings? Well, good. He's a bad guy. He's supposed to.
Yeah.
You're the bad guy in your story. It made me uncomfortable.
No.
It's like he's being ableist. It's like it's a bad guy.
What do you expect him to do?
Was it Wreck-It Ralph? Zangief is not bad guy.
Just because I am bad guy does not believe But the thing is, Zangief's not a bad guy. Even in the games, he's not a bad guy. He's never been a bad guy.
I love Wreck-It Ralph. I couldn't believe they botched that sequel so badly.
What's worse, Wreck-It Ralph 2 or Incredibles 2? I think Wreck-It Ralph 2 is worse.
I've never
At
seen
least in
Wreck-It Ralph
Incredibles.
2.
There's stuff in Incredibles 2 that's really good with the kids and the dad.
Yeah.
Dude, when
It's everything with
Frozone
Helen.
shows up at the house, that was
great.
That was great. It starts snowing. Oh man, that was so good.
Yeah. Incredibles 2 should have been far better, but
Yeah.
there's something like there. Did you get to see any big movies? Did you get to see the Zootopia 2, Dylan? Wait, you already said it was all right, right?
Yeah. I saw Zootopia too.
Did you go see the Avatar?
No, I haven't. That's my badge of honors. I've not seen a single Avatar in theaters. I'm not going to start with this one. I hate those movies. They are bad. They are airplane movies because they're long as hell. And so you can just watch them on the airplane. And like by the time it's over, you've landed.
But an Avatar movie in IMAX with the 3D glasses it's like an event.
No, that
Like
movie's meant
nothing
to be
you've ever
watched
experienced.
it's meant to be watched on a phone.
Yeah.
No.
On a plane. On that
The
little
premiere.
screen. Yeah. You nailed it, man.
So that you can walk out partway through.
Didn't the Netflix guy say that about his kid? Like, yeah, my kid watched this movie
Yes.
on
My
Lawrence
kid's
of Arabia on his phone. He loved it.
Yeah. He's like, he's an editor, so he knows about film. He watched the Lawrence of Arabia on his phone.
That's true.
I couldn't imagine that.
Anybody got any final thoughts on these leaks from the Avengers Doomsday or Spider-Man Brand New Day? Sounds like a no. We will move on. Caleb says Jean Grey will be a girl boss. I will. Jean Grey
In
is a
fairness,
girl boss.
if they did adapt those issues of Ultimate Spider-Man, where Jean and Peter kind of talking a lot and friendly, she was kind of the girl boss. Even 2004, 2005, whenever they were doing those issues, she was constantly putting Peter in his place.
It's
Even
weird
though-
to me that they're going
Because she
with
was like 1 year older than him.
it's weird to me that they're going with like teenage Jean Grey, because then does that mean that they're actually going to do the original X-Men team in the first movie that they do with the X-Men? And I mean, I guess like what everybody wanted to see with the MCU is all these characters in their prime together. So you wanted the Avengers in their prime and the X-Men in their prime and the Fantastic Four in their prime. And just because of the corporate, disparity of like properties being in different places and them just finally getting them back, we're never going to get what people actually wanted out of this.
And if so, are we also getting fucking Kamala Khan as one of the original 5?
She's going to be the leader of the X-Men, dude. What are you talking about?
I know.
No, I think I saw something that was, and who knows, because there's like a million like fake rumors swirling about this stuff, but they were saying that like the Champions / Young Avengers are going to be in this, in Doomsday with
No way.
Kamala Khan and yeah, I mean, there's just so much out there right now. Who knows what's real? But
Kate Bishop. You got Wiccan, right?
yeah, but everybody's like 30.
Stinger.
Like, it's taking them so long to
30
do
Haley
this.
Steinfeld's pregnant right now too, so
Well, good that
Yeah,
they can do that.
Josh
thing that they love in
Allen's
the
enormous.
comics.
She's going to have a big baby.
They can do the thing that they love in the comic books, where they have the hero out there fighting while pregnant.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that.
They just did
Cal-
it in Fantastic Four.
They just did it in the Spider-Verse movie. You had a pregnant black Jessica Drew.
Caleb says, I've seen
yeah.
Avatar 3 and it was okay, but there was nothing new. The fire people are the orcs from Lord of the Rings, but it wasn't the story I was hoping for.
well, the first two movies are basically the same. They're kind of just copy paste.
There's whales in the second one. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, it's so different.
No, the bad guy comes back as one of the avatars, and he's got a son named Spider. There's a lot of differences.
who says bro a lot?
Jake Sully has 3 children now. I think one of
Wow.
them's dead.
Yeah,
So
that's how
my-
much you remember the last movie. Which one
Yeah.
died? What was his name?
I don't know the names. I think it was the oldest.
What's the name of
Still no-
what's the name of the girl? What's the name of his wife, of Jake Sully's wife?
Natiri?
Zoe Saldana.
Hey, yeah.
Netanyahu.
I think it's Natiri.
I'm still confused on how where his cripple body is, and
doesn't
like
have
how
it.
his. I know, but like how he's permanently in that body now.
They went to the tree.
How did he knock up Natiri with his fake body?
It's a real body.
It's his twin brother's fake body too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was more confused on like how Sigourney Weaver got reborn as like a child.
The tree. Just don't question it.
And
It's the
she's like Navi Jesus too.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised you guys didn't go see this. I
Great
would have probably seen
cinema.
it in theater. Avatar
I'm-
was great.
uh,
The
I
way
don't go
water
to
was fine.
movies.
Yeah,
It's
Then he
pretty
said-
to look at. You know, it's like
exactly.
yeah, it's
But
visually-
Independence, it does handle a theme of grief and self-delete well. Well, that doesn't sound pleasant. And you can tell the actress playing the leader of Fire was enjoying herself. Yeah, they got a good actress. What's her name? Something like Charlie Chaplin's like great-great-granddaughter or whatever. Nobody remembers?
Charlene Chaplin.
No, it's like Uni or Una or something like that.
Una Chaplin, yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Oh,
Probably
it's the
hotter
lady
than
from Game of Thrones. The one that Rob
Mhm.
Stark falls in love with. That's who it is. Okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you like her in Game of Thrones? I thought she was great.
Yeah. I had no idea she was related to Charlie Chaplin.
No, I
Just
didn't
for
either.
some
reason.
First, I learned.
I
it
think it's
today.
like his great-great-granddaughter or something like that. I believe.
That's cool.
Who do you think did it better? Was Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones better, Dylan?
I mean, Lord of the Rings because it has an actual ending and it sticks
Oh.
it. So
I
What
can't
if we
wait till
cut
I
out the
re-release
last
it
2
here.
seasons of Lord of the Rings, or I'm sorry, Game of Thrones, and the last movie of Lord of the Rings? Who was on their way to doing it better?
I still like Lord of the Rings better
Yeah,
because
still
I
love
I like the heroics and the optimism, and like Game of Thrones is great, but I prefer the joy of Lord of the Rings compared to like the sorrow of Game of Thrones. Both are
Yeah.
really good, but
Like Westeros as a place, it was a really evil and wicked place where you had really good representation of goodness with the hobbits and with the Rohirrim and potentially
Rohirrim?
you
The
think-
Ned
Rohirrim?
Stark? Ned Stark, have you ever heard of him? How was he not good?
No, he's great
He lied
character.
to
He
his
was-
wife and made her hate his guts just to save his sister's
he was a
secret.
very noble guy. But it's hard to be noble without a head, so kind of in there.
Rob was
Oh.
also very noble. He slept with the one
Not-
lady and married her, even though it
Yeah.
ruined their alliance.
Broke.
Well, that was the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he broke that.
That was his
because
fault.
he was
Yeah.
too noble.
He chose love over duty, and that was a
Yeah.
foolish choice for a leader to make.
And Jon Snow
Yeah.
was pretty fucking good throughout the entire show. What are you talking about, Sully?
I'm talking about like archetypical good. I mean, like Jon Snow, Rob Stark. Just like they're more morally gray, like in Westeros.
How is
I mean,
They're not morally gray. Those
No.
guys are good. Yeah.
Those are straight up heroes.
They're
Yeah,
mistakes.
Come on,
and they thought-
John broke his vows as a black brother to sleep with Ygritte.
A
You
black
know?
brother. I don't
they're-
think he's a black
was a
brother.
Hey man, don't be a jive turkey.
Let
Let me tell you
know
the
what I'm
problem. The problem with Ned Stark, the problem with Rob Stark, the problem with Jon Snow is they thought they could be decent men in an indecent
talking-
time.
Decent world,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, those guys were great. I don't
they are great.
blame
Yeah.
Jon Snow for having to sleep with that lady to get himself out of being caught and
But
taken
there's
prisoner.
no Theoden King, man. You know what I mean? That for me, my favorite part of those Lord of the Rings is Theoden. He pulls those movies together, man.
He's not
Yeah.
even in the first one. How does he pull
I
it
know.
together?
because he's in the second one and the third one.
And the third one, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
and he
Shaw,
just-
man.
Everybody
Rest in-
knows
rest in
Legolas
peace.
is the
Bernard
glue
Hill.
that holds the entire fucking franchise together.
Get
I
out.
mean, it's Sam. Sam's the one that holds it together.
Well, Sam is the greatest friend in the history of fiction. He will literally take you all the way to Mount Doom and carry you on his shoulders if he has to.
Even when Frodo's being a little dickhead.
And gets the girl
Sam's
at
still
the
there.
end. I like the meme. Like Sam's the only character walk to hell and back to get the courage to ask out the girl he loves.
That was a great ending to the story. And he gets the books to finish it and everything. As they all leave him.
He deserved the happy ending.
No, he was
He
great.
earned it.
The only one that was terrible was is it Mary that's the shithead that's always screwing everybody else over?
Oh yeah, the cousin that's always stealing everything.
Yeah, and then picks
Yeah.
up the little fucking thing and allows
No, it's
Sauron to see him. Is that Pippin?
Yeah. Wait, which one? I'm like,
Mary's the one that steals the orb and touches it, and then gets
Yeah.
in. Then has to be like in service to Boromir's father there.
Yeah.
Fool of a
Not Faramir, that's the brother. I can't remember.
But he gets that
Boromir's great.
that great moment where he sings the song as Faramir rides out to be massacred because his dad's a prick.
That dude, that was a great performance though. The guy from
Denethor,
Doc
the guy that
loves
plays
this.
Denethor. The guy from Fringe.
Fringe,
I will
yes.
say I will say this
Right.
though. I liked Game of Thrones, watched it. It was appointment television. That was Sunday night, and watched the whole thing. And it's one of those great shows that you have to watch. The
Game of
opening
Thrones, the
credits.
last water cooler show where everyone had to see it before you could go to work.
I
the
don't
next
know.
day.
Maybe Stranger
be.
Things got that title right now, right?
I don't think Stranger Things is like that.
But
Maybe I'm
Well, no, because
underestimating
Stranger Things can't be that because of the way that Netflix releases things all at once.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it doesn't release everything all at once. It's doing it in volumes. 'cause
Right.
It wants people to.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think Stranger Things is. I think also Stranger Things skews younger generally, to where like Game of Thrones
Uh-huh.
was like across the board, everyone was watching that.
yeah,
I feel like everybody in the world realized at the same moment, they're like, holy shit, these guys are fucking up everything, aren't they?
Yep. Yep. Well, it's like, all right, season 7 wasn't very good, but it's all set up for season 8. Season 8's where the payoff's gonna happen.
And then you hear that like season 8, it's going to be 8 episodes, and you're like, wait, what? There's no way you can resolve all this in 8 episodes. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Maybe
Are you guys excited for the spin-off shows?
I'm excited for the night one that's coming out because
Yeah.
The
House of
Adventures
Dragons
Duck and Egg
bad.
guy?
Yeah, that one looks good. I like the shift in tone. Like I'm excited for that. But the House of the Dragons bad. Like the first season was fine, it was okay, and season 2 was terrible, and I'm done with that show. bad.
As a comic book aficionado, I would love to go back and find those old editions, the first printing of the Hedge Knight. Now, Hedge Knight was an old comic book, George R.R. Martin, and this is literally what we're getting with the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. It's the story of Egg and Dunk, and this was a 30-year-old comic book, and I'm like, I would love to find those. Like being on the hunt for comic books, those are on my list, and I look for those. Like when I'm at cons and stuff, I'm on the hunt for Hedge Knight, those old ones. Yeah.
Very, very good. That was a fun show. We had a no show, but I did hear back from the person that was supposed to join us. We're going to do it in 2 weeks. Something came up, unfortunately, but I was aware that could happen. But I think we brought it up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some comic book recommendations. Dylan, are you going to be recommending any books?
Yeah, not the greatest week, but there were some good comics worth checking out. G.I. Joe number 16. It's great. It came out this week. Daredevil and Punisher number 2. It's a nice little addition to Welcome Back, Frank. You're getting like Daredevil. You're getting a Daredevil's point of view of that, so I've been enjoying that. Alien versus Captain America number 2. People get slaughtered in this one. It's just
Surprisingly good, dude.
Yeah, it's been surprisingly good. Sacrificers number 18. Consequences of actions. I love Sacrificers. It's been great. And then Survive number 4. Venditti's a little thriller, submarine thriller. It's been pretty good. So yeah.
Very good. And you got any big videos or anything people should be looking out for, or are you taking the holidays off?
I'm gonna be streaming Arkham Origins on Christmas Eve, so that's fun. That's a great.
Is that
Christmas
here on
game.
the YouTubes, or is that going to be on Twitch?
That'll be on YouTube. We'll be streaming around right on YouTube. So
Damn.
I will try to join you for that, Dylan.
yeah.
I wanna
Dude,
watch
can you
that.
guys play together online and we can watch Dylan kick your ass?
They
No,
shut down the
that's not how it
servers for
works.
Arkham Origins
Oh.
Online. They used to have it. It was very janky, but it was fun. Like you could become Bane in the middle of it, just wreck people. It was like literally just break their back. That was fun.
So definitely be looking out for, you said Christmas Eve?
Yes, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve live stream over on the Real Comic Book Gamer. Sully, what are you recommending this week, dude?
I got 3 comic books at my local comic book shop this week, but I read an additional 3 out there doing the review thingy. Shout out to Nightwing 133. V. Ken Marion's art in that is amazing. It's the first issue of Nightwing. I'm walking into this cold after a long lapse, and I didn't mind this one bit. Dan Waters is getting a lot of great buzz, especially with Batman Dark Patterns. I want to give Nightwing a chance, and especially with Dennis Cowan coming on art very soon, I think in March, I just might give Nightwing a chance and put it on my poll list and try it. And I thought it was okay. I thought the Age of Revelation for X-Men this week was okay. It's Jed McKay and Nitho Diaz, and they're a big part of the battery pair over on Adjectiveless X-Men, which I think is the best monthly from the Ashes X-Men titles. And so, and I like the story of Doug Ramsey. I've been following that since I was a kid in the original New Mutants. So I'm there. And the one, a big surprise for me, I've been liking IDW's Star Trek, The Last Starship by Jackson and Landing and Kelly there. And edited by Heather Antos. You know what I mean? But it's like, and it's set firmly in the new Trek universe, but like, wow, it's entertaining. And I was just a little bit blown away by that. And that, like, hey, I can actually like some this new stuff. I appreciate that much. But here, the floppies I got this week, I got a holiday cover in foil of a Golden Age Wonder Woman book, Sensation Comics number 38, a reprint.
Ounce masculinity on that cover. I cannot believe you're supporting that.
Loving it, man. I'm loving. Look, okay, then look at the end of the back of it. It's got a BB gun.
Got a Red Ryder BB gun.
A Red Ryder BB gun ad. This is just like comics for, this is a 48-page 4-color Golden Age window into the past. It gives you perspective, no comic book pun, but it's like it was a simpler time. These are fun stories. We get a Wildcat story in here, the gay ghost fighting Nazis. These are Golden Age characters, man. So
the gay ghost, does it mean he's happy, or is he like
he's happy? Yeah, or he could. Mm-hmm. I didn't read too much subtext into it, but you do see a lot of subtext in the Wonder Woman. A lot of bondage stuff. You know what I mean? She get tied up with her own golden lasso a few times. So that is part of comics history that is in there. Sacrificers number 18, wonderful book. It gives us a fast forward in Act 3 of a 6-chapter part. So we're right in the middle of the story. So we're coming up to that Act 2 nadir, and what a great book. Thank you, Rick Remender and company. But my pick of the week is Dreadnought War 5, part 4 of 5. It's G.I. Joe 16. This is a fun book. Great panels, great action scenes, great coloring, good use of the characters. I'm so happy and fun and to be tuned in to this Energon universe. And that's what I got. And happy winter, everyone. Tomorrow is the first day of winter, the longest night of the year. So eat plenty of garlic today, and the vampires won't get you tomorrow night because they'll be out longest night.
So I think we're all enjoying G.I. Joe and the Dreadnought War, and I was very happy to see Tom Riley come back. Sus Gabe still says the art sucks and that the coloring isn't good. I don't think he understands that they're intentionally doing some effects to it to make it look like a 1980s comic book.
It's just fun. It pops off the page. You got great sequential art. You got great panel progressions. It's fun. It's got a pacing. It's got a tempo, and and this is going somewhere. It's got momentum. This is far from a boring book. And then we get little clues here and there, like, what do you mean one of my Joes was with a robot? Like, oh hey.
You get Hawk doing some. I love Hawk letting them know, like, I'm not just some journalist sitting behind a desk. They're all like, what was that?
That would be really cool.
That was great. Yeah, but I think Tom Riley elevates every book he's on. I love Tom Riley. That little Wolverine one shot he did was, His art was amazing in that. I think Tom Riley's great. I don't understand anyone that doesn't enjoy looking at his
I think he
art.
says the
No, man.
coloring. Mutes
The
the
coloring
coloring.
is really
the
good.
coloring works with the book.
It
Yeah.
really
gives
does.
the character.
Yeah, it really does. So hats off, Jordi Belair. You're doing
I'm with you,
you're
dude.
doing a great
Yeah.
job on this, and it's like because coloring, it's like these are lettering looks great, coloring looks great. The additive parts of the comic books we rarely ever talk about colorists or letterers, and it's such a brass tacks part of this experience. So all love to everyone that's involved in GI Joe. Thank you so much, and God bless. And
Well, what do
Merry
you
Christmas.
recommend?
Oh, me? Join
yeah.
for. I'm a GI Joe. That's the
You
only
didn't
thing.
get to
the only
read
thing that
Conan this week?
I didn't know Conan was out. I missed it. It wasn't
Came
on the
out this
shelf.
week. It was fucking hot, dude. It was a really good one.
Now I gotta go get it. I can't miss my Conan.
If you are interested to see how Conan becomes the king of Aquilonia, this is the fucking story for you. It is really good.
Oh, right on. I'm excited. But
It
yeah,
might have
Gabe,
cemented itself as my number one book of the year.
but Gabe denigrating the work of Tom Riley and Jordi Belair. There's a reason
don't
that we
get
call
it.
him Sus Gabe.
Maybe. I just don't get it. I love that book. You got any big appearances? Are you going to be on World Class Bullshitters this week?
If he does a Tuesday show this week, it's really getting close to Christmas, so I don't know if he will, but if he does, I'll be on it. I've missed the last two, but I'll be on this week if we do the show, so that'll be fun. And then otherwise, this is our last Aficionados before Christmas, so we've got some other shows that we're going to do. Dylan and I are going to record something with Wes tomorrow. We're going to do the Geek Fix, but since this is our last Aficionados, I know some of you won't be with us, so Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope that you guys have a fantastic holiday. I hope that you're surrounded by family and friends, and thank you so much for being here with us every week.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas, everybody. And with that, let's bring out the Grinch. Doc, are you recommending any books?
I'm going to recommend that folks go and check out our review of DCKO
Harley Quinn versus
and
Zatanna.
Oh,
That
It
was
wasn't pleasant.
the art wasn't bad.
The art is good.
was mostly good. Hey,
The writing, on the other
bonus
hand,
points, no rock fucking this time, I guess.
not to derail everything, but did I miss something where Zatanna and Harley are best friends? When did they
Yeah.
become best friends?
No idea.
Yeah, that never happened.
I think there was a Mariko Tamaki book where Zatanna was like a magician on a cruise ship, and her and Harley had to
Yes.
work together. But that's the only thing I think I can remember.
I remember that because we had to review that piece of shit.
I'd say
You
I
made me
never.
review that piece of garbage one time. So
Yeah.
it was fucking terrible. And go see I don't know, it's probably like my fourth most hated comic of this year. It's pretty
Well,
fucking bad.
Next week we'll be doing your best book of the year, so you'll be happy with that.
All right. So instead, I'm going to recommend, let's see. We'll go with Hulk 180. So technically kind of sort of the first appearance.
First
of Wolverine.
cameo appearance.
First cameo. Wolverine appears on the last page. Found this old copy. I got it for free many years ago. And
Trippy?
yep, Herb Trimp.
You-
But I got this copy many years ago for free, and I will never part with it. Then we will go with, this is a couple weeks old, but A Real American Hero. What is this, 323? It's really good. As we discussed earlier, you can kind of hop onto Real American Hero almost any issue. That's the thing. You might be a little confused as to what's going on, but almost every issue, it's very much written in a classic style where it's not so much a story arc style. It's an ongoing soap opera.
Episodic.
It's
Yeah.
very episodic. You could jump on any issue and then you can start reading forward and backwards. The same way that comics used to be, and it made them sell millions of copies. So, yes, Larry Hama's still writing it like that. Then we will go with, I know, this is only issue 15, but mostly because I forgot 16 came out this week and I went to the comic shop on Monday because I didn't realize it was 2 times a month now because I'm done.
What do you think of the reveal of or at least the the silhouette of Cobra Commander's face? Did it freak you out?
Not really.
That eyeball.
Yeah, the eyeball, but yeah. This
It's in the
one
wrong
though
place.
is, yeah, I know it's in the wrong place. Everything about him's in the wrong place. But this one is because it's the Eric Kennedy cover on G.I. Joe number 15. So
Very nice.
anytime Eric Kennedy is doing a cover, I'm buying that version.
Here, here.
I don't care if it's the A, B, C, Q
Mhm.
cover. I'm buying the Eric Kennedy version.
I did
He's
too.
doing the interiors for an upcoming Absolute Batman, so I guess we have to get that one too, dude.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could break my no buying big dumb Batman rule, but at least it's not breaking my Mark Waid rule. Just don't work with Mark Waid, Eric, and I'll continue to buy it.
don't put Doc in that position.
No, it's the reason why I'm not buying Superman, Spider-Man now. Then my favorite Wolverine cover of all times. I don't know why. I just love this color, the watercolor background, everything about it. Wolverine 43. It's just a very simple one-off story with Wolverine and a psychotic, possible serial killer, definitely animal torturer at a zoo. And Wolverine teaching the guy a fucking lesson. I love this issue. I love this cover. Then we will go with X-Men. This is where they die in Dallas. This is the end of the Fall of the Mutants arc that the Roma at the end. Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go pick it up. All these X-Men in the 220s. I think this is issue 227. Yeah, 227. Uncanny 227. Yes. This is where the X-Men die in Dallas. So, spoiler alert. Spoiling a book from 40 years ago. I believe I'm safe to do that. But yes, go pick it up. I like, this is one of my many copies. I have like 5 copies of this, and I just keep accidentally picking up the wrong one because I think I need a. What do I need? I need a new or a newsstand. I keep having a bunch of direct editions. So, yes. All right. So those are my recommendations. I can't fucking talk.
Doc's
Recommendations.
been drinking today too.
Apparently
Very
so.
nice. Did you quit?
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you enjoy your time with your family and are enjoying some wonderful holiday time off to spend with all the people you love. So we will be back next week for the last show of the year. And yeah, this is a good one. This is a lot of fun.
Get out.
Merry Christmas.